Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fourth session of Sens Void. Um, right, excited to be here. We've lost one player, but we move forwards, and we have a new image for Lux that looks more like a chair than before. Um, so yeah. Um, okay, so. Um, where we left off last time, all of you were going to rest a little bit after the last dream, after the last nightmare was a little bit rough. So, as all of you make your way into shadow chambers, what do you dream of in the dark? What do you see? Let's start with Lux.
Maybe after seeing um, the library of the City of Light in flames in the dreams of the master of my school, I would probably have that in my dream again.
Okay,
I'll probably see the cathedral burning and me trying to run around saving my best friends from the inside.
nice, nice. All right.
Cool.
So yeah, your dream becomes similar to the nightmare of your school associated with your school. Got it. What does Ashram dream of?
Hmm. Okay. So you remember his last dreams, right?
Yes.
So
hmm
so basically the universe is all dark, and on this planet, the capital, basically the super dark city, and there he is, the Dark Lord, so to say. But then the Dark Lord wants absolute power for himself. And so even his own people, the masters of the what's their name? The
School of Shadow.
yeah.
Endless.
One by one comes forth and he shatters them all. He wants the absolute power. And Ashram is fine. He feels nothing. He stands right back, watching. He accepts that. I mean, he's loyal. But then comes the moment. What's her name again? This one.
Oh, Noma. Yeah.
Noma.
Then comes the moment. Noma steps forth as the last master for school. And then Ashram is like, a world without nightmares? No. Something is wrong. And he wants to step forward, but in that moment he is held back by others. And the prince turns his head and smirks at Ashram, giggles, and he says, absolute power. And Ashram's like, not her. No, not Noma. And then he's about to shatter her, and then Ashram wakes up.
Nice. Nice. All right. What does Weiss dream of? Raven.
I'm not too sure what Vice would dream of. I think I would say, like, after all these experiences we had, seeing some master's nightmares, I think I began to think about, like, what I hold dear, and I think I would dream about everything I had tried to protect until now, and I think my dream would end seeing the current party
Okay.
members, like
Nice.
something like a recap of every group I had tried to protect.
Gotcha. So yeah, you have images flashing before your eyes of the School of Fire, the School of Earth, that you
That's
were
right.
part of, along with the important characters of that. Yeah.
Yes.
And in particular, we're gonna see Aegis, who we decided between the sessions would be your teacher from the School of Earth, and who is the ambassador to the School of Light. Okay, so all of you get a long rest. You recover your class resources, your HP come back, your hit dice. Sorry, your
Is there a long rest button?
no, not really.
Yeah.
Because some of the class resources on your character sheet might be the like crossbow bolts, and those aren't supposed to like come back after a long rest. But yeah. So upon waking, you are going to Noma is going to inform you that one of your friends, Laptis, got lost in his nightmare and is now gonna be unable to continue the quest with all of you. But yeah, she waves her hand at the portal and says, "Where to next? We have 3 left: Nightmares of the School of General Brazier, of the School of Fire, the Nightmare of High Seer Polygon of the School of Air, the Nightmare of the Archdruid Gaia of the School of Earth."
Do you guys have any suggestions on where to start? Otherwise, I would say we just go down the list and
I
look
believe
at all
we
of
had
them.
decided to see Polygon's Nightmare.
Fair?
Yeah, you mean
Oh,
so you mean
Never mind. I think it was Earth, Wind, then Fire. Something like that.
yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire that we had left.
Then it's the Archdruid
Yep.
Gaia.
All
You
right.
have to see.
The Archdruid Gaia. So, the Noma commands the portal to move there. You see the portal kind of flicker a little bit, diminish in size, and then when it gets its normal circular shape back, you see shades of glowing green coming from the other side. This glowing green isn't the vibrant leaves of a forest. It's the glowing green associated with acid. And as you step through, you're going to enter into this cove. So yeah. Okay. All around you, you hear the sounds of battle. You feel the emotions of acid clashing against this place. Weiss, you know this place pretty well. This is the tree called Bope right here. He is the ancient storyteller that Aegis has been trying to get recognized as a source of like ancient knowledge for the School of Earth. And yeah, Gaia is there, and you see like you see her in this deep meditation. The roots of the world tree that is the rune of earth are kind of tangled around her in this place, and she you can see her deep in communication with the world tree, and uh, yeah, she doesn't seem to be very aware of what's happening all around you. There are some fighters of the School of Earth that you see here and there, who are hurrying to barricade the place or hurrying to help other people who are fighting acid outside of those very walls. The emotions associated with fighting are getting closer and closer, and so are the sounds. What do you do?
If I look around, can I see the Archdruid somewhere?
Yeah, the Archdruid is meditating at the near Bope. You can see it's not the roots of Bope that are tangled around Gaia. It's the so hold on, give me 1 second. Right, they're right here, basically. But it's the roots from the world tree instead.
This looks horrible for her. And also very obvious, if you ask me, what's going on.
I'm not really sure what's happening here. I believe we should stay and watch.
Stay and watch. Maybe hide behind some branches.
Yeah, we should do that.
So,
I mean, I believe, Ashram, we had decided to not intervene in any of the dreams.
Alright, so...
I mean, that's what I said, but if you want to, I mean, you're free to do so if you want.
Yeah.
No, I'll stay true to my word.
Sorry. If y'all want to hide and let the nightmare unfold by itself, I'd like for everyone to roll a stealth check.
Yeah.
Stealth. Where's my...
Right. So yeah, Lux is pretty bad at hiding in the shadows, considering he's a cleric from the, and so is Weiss. So yeah, y'all are okay. Ashram, you kind of evade notice much better. You blend in shadows along with Whisper.
Okay, in that case, I would like to go there.
Okay, understood. So. You are going to see one of the masters of the School of Earth, Freya, who is she's Gaia's lover, running forward from like where the battlefield is happening, and tries to shake Gaia out of her meditation. As Gaia awakens, Freya is saying, "We need the ancestors now," and Gaia is going to say, "They're not responding. They've abandoned us," and yeah. Everybody can make a history or arcana check to know what they are talking about. But as this is happening, the all of the different masters from the School of Earth are retreating from their positions and arriving into this room as they're being pushed back by acid. Okay. All right. So, Ashram, you are okay. So you know that the artifact of the Skull of Earth, the Rune of Earth, is the World Tree. Its special power is that it even if you seal yourself, even if you seal your soul inside of the object, the your spirit is supposed to be able to still come back and help defend the School of Earth when need comes. Normally, when you seal your soul inside of a weapon or one of the runes, it's not supposed to. It just becomes fuel for that artifact. But yeah, the right now what Gaia is doing should have awakened all of the previous masters of the School of Earth to fight alongside them, and this has failed. As this is happening, let's see. Do I? I should have an image for that. Give me 1 second. No, of course I didn't upload one. I'm
So what? I didn't. What do I know with the history check? That the tree holds the souls.
Yeah, the tree holds the souls of the previous leaders of the School of Earth, and that they're supposed and that's it's the only artifact from which you can come back and supposedly and help defend the school if you're needed. But right now they do not seem to appear. So give me just 1 second. As the masters of the School of Earth rally into this place, you see Freya saying, "So it's just us then." And one after the other, they are going to.
Can I do something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, since Ashram has made that history check, and he knows what she tried to do and what the tree is meant to be, and now I have to be very careful because I cannot lie.
Yeah.
So, Ashram reveals himself and walks towards the crowd from around the corner there, from the doorway. And he speaks in a loud voice, "Hear me, hear me. Freya and what's the
Gaia.
Freya and Gaia." Okay, I have to think. I am the vessel of this tree. I play my role in this. You are right. This is a nightmare, for no help will be granted to you. Let me tell you this. You have made grave errors, and now this is the price to pay.
And as you say, this is the price to pay. The ambassadors of the School of Earth are all going to one after the other don the mask of acid and reveal themselves to be traitors as they all charge Gaia and start to fight her, basically. On top of this, the roof of this place is lifted up by this gigantic entity that looks like all of the that looks like this, and whose name you can feel is acid itself. and yeah, you can feel the edge of the dream slowly fading as the masters of the School of Earth are entering this big fight against Gaia. It seems their priority is clearly to kill her, so y'all are not getting attacked right now. But there is a splatter of acid coming through the windows, through the hole in the roof, and things like this. So, I would like for the three of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I hold my shield above my head?
Yes, that is part of your Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I thought so.
Okay, your shield.
Nice.
Your shield takes most of it. All right, Ashram, you get some acid spilling onto you. In that moment, it becomes tempting for you to lie about stuff. Do you have anything that you wish to
No.
be able to lie about? No?
No.
You said no, right?
Ashram hates acid.
All right. Your in this case, your core rejects the presence of acid, and it is going to fall onto one of your and it instead gets absorbed by one of the objects that is on you. You will know which one when it betrays you at the best time.
Oh.
Sure.
It's going to happen.
All right. So,
Are you still close to the exit portal?
yes, you're quite close to the.
I want to point at it. I know I'm visible. I don't know that I'm not visible. I still think I'm hiding. And I will whisper to Vice and Ashram in telepathy speak. Guys, we should go head for the exit before this gets too bad. I don't like this acid rain at all.
I believe it is already bad.
So yeah, Lux, you're able to step out of the portal, back into the real world. Do Weiss and Ashram want to do anything else before leaving this place?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So, well, that's happened, but Ashram continues his play, I say. I mean, he did not lie. He said, I'm playing a role here, and this is a nightmare. But of course, for Gaia, this has a totally other meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Since this is a nightmare happening right now for her, and she thinks he is because he has the knowledge about the tree, so... like I said, he's playing with words, not lying.
Mm-hmm.
So for her, it's different meaning for him. For her, it's a different meaning than it is for him, of course. So yeah. And then he says, again in his booming voice, "You will meet me again, and you will remember that I am the guardian spirit, the vessel. This vessel holds the guardian spirit of your precious tree. Maybe this nightmare can be turned away. But for now, you have to face it. Like I said, you will remember. We will meet again."
Right.
And then he steps through the portal.
Okay. I think you are able to say that you're the vessel for the tree in this stream. because you would like you have been a voice of despair, and you do embody like this the message of the dream about like the tree is giving up on you. So yeah, that was technically not a lie. All of you, yeah. Does Weiss do anything else? You're the only one left in this nightmare.
Yes, I would like to look at the giant figure, the acid, and I would like to carve this image, like as yeah, I would like to I don't know if I can do that. To carve the emotion of hostile to that yeah to that memory.
Yeah, hostility is a feeling of fire. So we can say that like you spit a little bit of fire in its direction. The massive creature seems unaffected by regular attacks and is going to like respond with like a torrent of acid that starts to flood this place, and there's a wave of acid coming towards you. Weiss, what do you do?
Yeah, I would like to step back and go through the portal.
The portal closes the very instant that you're out of that nightmare.
Also, I want to add something. Ashram said before he's playing a role.
Mhm.
And of course, Gaia thinks, because he has that knowledge, because he made that history check, that his role is to be the vessel or the spokesperson for the tree. But what Ashram meant is, of course, saying the truth, that he's just playing a role, like a entertainer or what. But she doesn't know that. So he didn't lie if he said, I am the vessel or something, you know?
That is true. It's not, but it is not that uncommon of knowledge that the tree can bring back the souls of the previous leaders of the previous archdruids. All right. So as uh, um, as you come back, you see that Noma is no longer in her cage. Instead, she seems to be walking on the ceiling. And as you exit through the portal, she looks up towards the four of you and says, "Well, this nightmare seems to have turned all of you upside down."
You are such a strange being, Norma. How do you feel now that you're in the cage with us?
Constrained.
Why did you choose this life then? Why didn't you stay outside?
I wanted to see what was so interesting about it that you wouldn't come into the cage. But
Found anything you like yet?
I feel as long as the door remains open and I'm free to go from inside or outside, I shall be content.
Fair. You know, I thought you were stuck in there earlier, you know? Good to see that you can come out by yourself like this.
Having a portal as a weapon from my school is very useful.
Well, looks. She can even pierce the nightmares of the most powerful of our race. We really think this puny little cage could hold her for.
Well,
Could
I don't
really
know.
hold her.
There could have been magic on the cage. And also, I was just confused about her, like her spiel with the outside of the cage being the inside of the cage and everything. I just wanted to learn a little bit what she was talking about.
I see. But never forget, some people all their life are in a cage
Man,
without knowing it.
you're so right. You don't even know how right you are. Like,
Mhm.
I spent literally 90% of my time inside of the same four walls. For half of it, I didn't even know that there was anything outside. I
You
thought it's
see?
all just like stories and like written words on pages. And I thought that's the world. People
Well,
make it up.
then it's about time you write your own story.
Well, thank you guys for helping me with that. What's
Mm.
the next room we're going to check out? The next dream?
Fire.
Fire?
Yeah.
I'm down
It
with
is
that.
fire, yes.
Okay. So yeah, the portal starts to glow, and there's a definitive like warmth that emanates from the portal itself, and you can see like uh, um, you know like when there's a fire and you have small like sparks that come out of it and that fly into the air. You have some of these coming through the portal and then vanishing as they make contact with the real air. Yeah, as you step through, you're going to find yourselves in a place that seems to be deep underground. You have stone above you that is so thick that you're unable to sense, um, you know, like you're unable to sense creatures of air and creatures of light. It seems to be very far away. You are in what appears to be this large structure, like a city, but built as a fortress. That is standing on top of this lake of magma, and there's intense heat radiating everywhere around you. Um, and as you walk through the portal and get near this gigantic city, you are going to yeah, I you are going to get spotted by the vigils who are watching out, and making sure that yeah, and pretty quickly bells start to ring. An alarm is like raised, and you see troops getting ready out on the inside as the doors of this massive fortress opens, and creatures of fire, all of them led by General Brazier, are going to come rushing towards you. You see the general yelling, "Protect the secret! Don't let them leave this place alive! Target the portal!" Everybody roll for initiative.
Oh shit.
That is unexpected.
So, yeah. So this is General Brazier.
Mm.
Oh, that's why I could. Yes. That's why I was having trouble dragging the images over. It's because they're. Okay. And this is what the guards look like. All seem to be from the School of Fire. And they're wearing those heavy armors that seem to be protecting them from the intense heat of this place. Okay.
Do they seem to be Satandras?
Yes.
Hold on, yeah.
Okay. I just
Oh,
need
boy.
to catch where I put that image because I can't drag it onto the Roll20. No. I can't drag it onto Roll20 if it's not from a character, but from a
Handout.
give me just 1 second.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, I would yeah. There we go. Okay, so there's a few of them.
Oh. 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 Oh yeah.
General Brazier is going to be standing backwards and giving orders to his men. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My initiative with the guards is gonna be 8. So, Ashram, you are once again, big surprise, first to act. What would you like to do?
So what are they doing? Are they attacking us?
They're charging towards you guys.
No, why?
Fuck.
That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and
Is
what
the
did
portal still in reach for us?
Yeah, it is.
Okie dokie,
Are we
then.
staying?
I don't think so. What?
Yeah, I agree.
So what
kind
did
of.
the general scream again? Why are they attacking us?
Protect the secrets. Nobody, like they're running away or something. Nobody, like make sure the portal gets destroyed before any of them get out.
Okay.
You have
Something along the lines of that.
yeah.
Mm.
Hey Ashram, you could do your whole like you're in a nightmare kind of thing, and maybe he'll understand and like they won't attack us anymore.
No.
Yeah, but then
Are
the
they- are they-
nightmare ends anyway, so. No, I escape through the portal then.
Okay. Yeah, you escape through the portal. You disappear from this scene and you escape successfully. The guards are going to take flaming spears and
Oh, no.
one of them chugs it at the portal, and the portal just basically like has the spear go through it undamaged, like not damaging it. Basically, Ashram, as you come on the other side, you're going to feel this this heat. The attack passes through the portal out of the nightmare and tries to target you. So, range weapon, blah blah blah. Does a 22 hit?
I would say it's a disadvantage because you cannot see me.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
it's a 5.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, no, it does not hit you. Cool. The others, seeing that the attacks don't seem to work against the portal, are going to instead just move to attacking all of you. So there's so there's 3 each that are left. So Lux, you take 3 of them charge you, and you're going to take the first 3 attacks. And the other 3 that are left are going to charge Weiss. Right. So 1, 2, 3. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit. The 19 hits though.
The 19 hits for 5 points of damage, of piercing damage, and so yeah. Their argument is
5 or 5 plus 8.
Mhm.
5 or 5 plus 8.
No, just 5. The plus 8 is from the critical,
Crit.
but I don't have
okay, I
advantage,
see.
so I
Yeah.
don't, so I don't have so I don't get the critical.
Okay.
Yeah, their arguments are basically this place is too important. You cannot you cannot escape to tell the tale. and like it's accompanied by like this vicious tone that like yeah that you feel burning as the spear pierces you. Weiss does a 17 hit.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. All right. So yeah, you're
Nope.
you're able to withstand their attacks as they like yell at you for entering a place you're not supposed to be in. Okay, Lux, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Mm-hmm. I would. Oh, holy shit. I assume all these three around me are in range, right?
Yes.
Can I use my action to disengage from one of them?
Yes.
Okay, then I would like to disengage for one of them and run, kind of like this way.
If
Maybe?
if you take disengage, you disengage from everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
great! I did not know that.
Yeah.
I shall do that.
Okay.
Disengage and run.
All right. So yeah, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn.
Can I, with my bonus action, touch the cloak of Vice and quickly cast guidance on him?
Sure. All right.
We'll see if this does anything. You get a D4 to any kind of ability checks, if you want.
Weiss,
Sure.
you're
will
the only
take
one
that.
left in this nightmare. I would like for you to roll perception before you tell me what you're going to do with your turn.
Alright. Perception. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, no.
That is very
you
impressive.
did not perceive the bit of information that's yeah. So what do you do on your turn?
Oh yeah, my roll is so terrible. Yeah, I was about to ask some question, but I think I would have to withdraw. I will take the disengage action and run through the portal.
Okay. You got it. The portal closes behind all of you, and you see Noma defying gravity and walking on a wall, and saying, "Well, that trip was short. Nobody really likes to hang out in the School of Fire's heated furnaces."
Lux just gives off this like kind of like charcoaly kind of smell.
Yeah, all of you have a little bit of this like smoke. You're not quite certain what the nightmare was about,
Nah.
but yeah, you got out of it alive. That's the important bit. Okay, one last to go if you're still feeling up for it.
Give me a
Yeah.
second, Norma.
Of course.
Definitely up for it. But let's talk about this for a second. What was he doing? He was protecting this place that we saw, eh?
He said protect the secrets?
Yeah. Don't let them leave.
Yeah.
So either we are the secrets, which I highly doubt because we're not that secretive. I mean, apart from you, Ashram. Or there's like this place. I was thinking maybe the place is a secret place that we saw and we're not allowed to see it, so we have to die before we leave.
Indeed.
It was a pretty massive fortress, and you could feel a lot of creatures of fire being present there.
And you also said we cannot feel anything else, right?
Yeah, like only the presence of feelings of fire were in this place, which is why when you arrived, you got spotted. It was pretty easy to spot you guys.
Could they be working on something like a weapon?
maybe. I mean, this is kind of suspicious, eh?
Yeah.
Like, if this guy has like this fancy schmancy fortress all the way down at the core of the planet or something, and he does not let nobody go there, and he's super afraid of anybody seeing his secrets, you know, that kind of sounds like somebody who is in bed with the assets.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't really like that theory. I mean, he is hiding something, but like if you had to hide weapons or an army, you would like this army to be hidden and not like known to the asset.
But that's what it is now. Don't you think it is hidden? Like, I felt nothing but other creatures of fire around me.
Yeah, I mean, it is hidden, but it is hidden from their allies and their enemies also.
Who their
Yep.
allies or enemies are remains to be seen. The flames hurt anyone who try to grasp them, no matter if the flame likes the person or not. But the lick of fire might sometimes be a loving touch, even though it might still hurt.
Do you like fire, Norma?
It casts too much light. I only enjoy the fires that produce darkness.
I mean, if you see it like this, then light kind of creates dark also, right? Like if you have a fireplace with a nice warm fire in it, it creates all these like interesting looking shadows on the wall that wouldn't be there without the fire.
That's true. Well, the shadows would be there. They just wouldn't be shaped like this.
Fair. Good point.
The shadow is neutral. The shadow gets shaped by the light and the objects around it.
Yeah.
This reminds me of a wisdom imparted to me by Master Aegis. He would say, appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak.
That's a good saying. I like it a lot.
It is.
You can feel what appears to be a gentle wind now coming from the portal as it opens into this blue and white expanse, seemingly projecting, like seemingly opening up into high in the air.
Any of you guys can fly? No. Fuck. That was a one-time experience.
Not very long. I mean,
Not
I
very
can,
long.
but yeah.
Oh. Let's check this space out then.
All right.
And I
Yeah,
dump
this-
Ashram into the portal.
You throw Weiss into
What?
the portal.
No, I throw Ashram into the portal.
Okay. Make a
Just like the nudge.
make a strength roll. That's going to be an attack. I don't think Ashram is expecting it, so you have advantage.
Just become how to do a straight strength roll.
Go to strength and click the STR, I think.
Ah, yeah.
There you go. 18. Does an 18 pass your AC, Ashram?
Yep.
Okay. You're pushed through the portal, and you're going to arrive. Okay, so this.
I immediately jump after also.
Okay, this is the city of Breath. It's supposed to be like much taller than this, but basically on top of this mountain is this gigantic white city, shaped with thousands of towers that are each have holes and curves for the wind to pass through. The city usually sings but today the air is very still. All of you arrive at the very top of the city of Breath. This the tallest tower is so high that at this point in history that it actually like almost leaves the atmosphere, and yeah, the portal appears like right here, and there seems to be a ceremony happening over here with multiple uh, uh, with like a lot of birds settling down on this place, chanting together this strange call, and all of them are led by Polygon and the five masters of the School of Air. But from where you are, you're not able to catch all of the telepathy of this of what they're chanting. You just have this strong sensation that they're calling to something. What do you do?
Again, I believe we should. Yeah, go ahead, sure.
He looks and shakes his head and leaves through the portal.
Back out?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you attacked him, so.
I just nudged you in. That was my intention, was just to shove you through. He did punch you.
He did not deal damage.
Yeah, but it was an attack roll. So.
Okay, I'm sorry. I did not want to hurt you. I just wanted to throw you through the portal.
And we're back. Everybody ignored that I was muted for 5 entire minutes while we were continuing the game. Anyways, so yeah, do your Weiss and Lux, do you move away from the portal to get closer to the ritual and find out what's happening?
Yes, you said we could see the masters of the school of air.
Yes.
Sorry. Are they wearing any robes or something like that? Is it like a ritual?
They are wearing what what seems to be religious attire. So you've got Tito Swift, Foam, Dust, and her weapon Mistral, and Halo. Wait, no. There's more masters. I just didn't upload their images yet. Halo isn't one of them. So yeah. As you augury, are you casting this, Lux?
I actually just wanted to read the text.
Okay.
I was thinking about it, but it takes a minute to do, so I'm not that sure.
If you want to, I will protect you for the full minute.
I'm just afraid that we're going to miss all the action on the other side of the field then.
I am too.
And I just wanted to ask Beetlejuice if he knows it might be getting crazy dangerous to get back to the portal if we get far away from it too much. Anyways, let's go. Fuck it, takes a minute. Next time.
Okay. You move closer to the ritual. You make out that there's this strange echo. You can tell that all of their feelings that they're summoning are like pinpointed upwards towards the sky, and all that you're getting is a little bit of echo from their call. They are calling to the they are calling to the primordial air. She is their goddess, and this is basically a known ritual that works for all school that should work for all schools, basically, where they can communicate with the primordial elements that one of the 6 primordials. Lux and Weiss, could you make a religion check for me, please? Your rolls are terrible today, Weiss.
I think I have been cursed.
Lux, you are aware that there's 2 schools for which this ritual does not work, and has not worked since the primordials left left Myriad. It's the School of Air and the School of Earth. They're unable to get in touch with their primordials. So, despite numerous attempts, this seems to be another one of these attempts, and it is getting near completion. Your characters would be about here. As the ritual ends, everything falls silent. The very air around you is very still in expectation. Winds are present, but they stop for a second, stop moving, and in this complete stillness, there's going to be this gigantic explosion of sound and wind as a storm the size of the planet manifests above breath. And you know its name to be Air. This is the primordial goddess. Winds start to shake this entire place, and you feel lightning crackling with anger. The goddess speaks and says, "You have failed. I did not return, for I feared the corruption of acid, and now you've let it spread too much. This is the end. Acid cannot be allowed to spread beyond this planet. I will shatter the planet and everyone on it to make sure that acid is shattered." And the first strike is this gigantic bolt of lightning that strikes the city of Breath, and you are going to see towers start to crumble as this blow of lightning rips through the entire city. It is going to hit the tower that you're on, so I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw, and also strong winds are starting to push. So
this is going to be great.
Yeah. You see Polygon in a state of absolute panic, swearing that he is not acid, and that this can be fixed, but his emotions are just so tiny compared to the wrath and the destruction wrought by the goddess of air. So Weiss, both of you are able to stay still as the tower kind of shakes with the winds, and
I have a question.
Yes.
The air, the goddess, is she made of other elements than air, or is she only air?
That is unclear, but she's definitely expressing rage, which is a sentiment associated with fire. So she has at least 2 elements.
Okay.
That's a really good observation, I think. And I want to take out my little ball my little steel ball and again cast guidance on Vice. And while I'm like muffling, Beetlejuice, be with you. Let's go. We have to run. I think. Holy shit.
Yeah. By the way,
Do you want to wait for longer?
Just letting you know, the City of Breath is the artifact of the School of Air. It's the rune of air. It was like it supposedly has sealed inside of it not only a portion of the primordial's essence, but also all of the seers, like Polygon, who've come before Polygon. It got shattered in a single blow.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, the whole thing is falling apart, crumbling. You're on this tower that is a different entity. It's the Temple of the Void, that is used to call upon the primordial air. So that's why, like, you're okay. But basically, the whole city is being shattered in massive winds and just a ton of fragments of rock and citizens falling from this place onto the mountain beneath. So, it's your initiative. What do you do now?
Anything? I mean, I would run probably.
Okay. What is your movement speed?
It is very slow. It is 25.
25. Oh yeah, because you're
I'm a chair. That's why.
Yes. Okay, so give me just 1 second to scale. Okay. So. Okay. So this should be about to scale now.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
And I can only get here.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you start to run. If you want, you can use your action to dash and to multiply by 2 your movement speed.
I shall do so.
All right, Weiss, it's your turn. What would you like to do? Weiss?
It would seem I was muted.
Yes, you were.
Okay. So I would like to start running, and while I'm running, as soon as I'm close enough to Lux, I would like to cast Bless.
Okay.
And target like both of us.
Nice.
You got
Cleric life.
It is.
So yeah, the guidance bless. Okay. So does that cost you your action? So you're only able to move 30 feet.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
So I would now like for both of you to make a strength saving throw against the winds that are raging in this place and trying to push you off of the side of this temple and into the void below. Okay, so Lux, you pass. Weiss, unfortunately, you're pushed 5. Oh no, you're not quite at the edge because you didn't make it that far. So you were just pushed 5 feet into this direction towards the edge, and then you're like before your strength is able to like stop you from moving any farther. Lux, it's your turn again.
Okay, this is going to be stupid. While I'm running,
Mm-hmm.
I want to cast command at the tower.
at the Temple of the Void. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I can shout a one command word that it will follow the next round, and I will just shout protect.
To the Temple of Void. Okay.
And I'm moving.
I get the Temple of the Void would probably get a resistance check, right?
Yeah. Okay. So the way this works is that you have to make a Wisdom saving throw against my spell DC.
Oh, natural 1.
Nice.
So yeah, the Temple of the Void is going to do its best to try to protect you. I will be back in half a second. Sorry.
All right. Command becomes so crazy useful in this world because you can command everything. I just realized.
Imagine if you could like command the oxygen to go away and just choke people like that. You could play Darth Vader. I mean, like something like a discount Darth Vader.
I mean, I think a round is like 6 seconds, right? In D&D.
It is, yeah. Usually it is.
Yeah, so I have to cast a lot of spells. Choke someone like this. Yeah. How long does Bless last?
I believe it's 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Cool. And it gives me advantage
too
on
sure
saving
about
throws, right?
No, it does not. It gives you a plus 1d4.
Oh, nice. Okay, it's the same thing, just for multiple people than guidance, basically.
No,
okay.
guidance is guidance applies to skill checks and bless to saving throws and attack
And
rolls.
attacks. I see. Okay, good to know.
It's guidance before attack rolls and skill checks. And it is 1 minute.
Sorry, I'm back. I forgot to unmute myself again. Lux, do you move 25 feet? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I do.
All right. Weiss, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to run the whole 60 feet thingy.
Okay. So yeah, you use your turn to
Should be on here.
dash. You're going to reach
Yeah.
Lux. Okay. What can the Temple of Void do to protect?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe I don't know if it can grow and shape itself in that way.
No, I think what is going to happen is the Temple of the Void. You feel stops doing what it was built for. The connection that was created by the ritual, this link of air energy that ties the Temple of the Void to the primordial of air, is severed, stunning her for 1 round. As it basically just tries to stop the ritual to dismiss her. She sticks around. She's still here. You just have you just bought yourself an extra round.
Cool.
So yeah, that's what the Temple of the Void does. Weiss and Lux, what do you do on your turn?
We are running in the 90s.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. Run an extra 60 feet. Hold on. I can...
I just hit.
Yeah. A little bit farther, actually. Right here.
Okay.
Okay. And Lux, you can move up to 50 feet, which is...
I do the same.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the two of you are dashing. All right. So all of you can see a series of lightning strikes comes crashing down onto this place, targeting multiple, targeting and shattering the masters of the School of Air, saving Polygon for a moment, who is kind of watching all of this in terrible awe at the presence of his goddess, but seems either too paralyzed by fear or too serene to take any actions. Okay, the lightning courses through most of the Temple of the Void. I would like for the both of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
For sure.
Wow.
Plus d4.
Yeah.
What? Oops. Just the first one. 2.
Okay. So, Weiss, you're going to take 5 lightning damage. Yep. That is it for my turn. I'm assuming another round of dashing.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, it is.
For now, I still have the hit points to just run.
Yeah. Okay. So, Weiss, it is becoming clear that your originally a chair friend is having trouble keeping up the pace with you. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be a wind attack again. Both of you make a strength saving throw to avoid getting thrown off the side. That is a pass, and that is a fail.
+4.
Oh, you have a +4. Okay.
10.
So, Lux, you get pushed to the side. I want you to make an athletics or acrobatics check to grab onto the ledge.
Athletics or acrobatics? Well, that's going to be athletics for sure.
Okay. Yeah, Lux, you find yourself basically slipping. You fall through the cloud. You reach the edge of the dream, and you're going to be surrounded in full darkness. You can still hear the nightmare of Polygon going on ahead as the very planet that you were standing on gets obliterated. But yeah, you just keep falling and falling and falling, and you're surrounded only by darkness.
That's
right.
No problem.
Give me. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to walk the dog again. He has diarrhea. So yeah, I'm calling for another break.
No worries.
And just before we go, I want to ask Weiss, your friend has just fallen farther away from the portal than before. What do you do?
I judge that they can still be saved.
Uh-huh.
So I will now sprout wings and try to fly and get her.
Okay.
Nice. Flag speed.
Nice. For 1 minute. Okay. So instead of falling all the way through to the edge of the dream, like I was saying, you're gonna see that Weiss leaps into the air and is going to be able to grab you. You see the whole Temple of the Void kind of shifting and shaking. But thanks to your wings, you're able to pass through the portal and escape this nightmare before it all comes crumbling down. That's gonna be the end of that scene. I will be back in 10 minutes. And we are back. Okay. So, yeah, all of you got out of the nightmare of the Noma sees people exiting the portal with varying degrees of urgency, starting with Ashram, who just walks through, Whisper, who runs through, and then Lux being carried by Weiss, who is flying, dashing through. You topple to the ground. The portal closes behind you, and yeah, um, Noma is back to standing on the ceiling and looking up at you guys. She's going to say, "Yeah, you're giving me the vertigo, getting the gravity wrong like this and dashing through everywhere. But that's all I have to offer. Did you get useful information on your prime suspects?"
I will ignore her and look for Ashram. Is he in this room? Visible?
Ashra.
He's sitting in a corner, sharpening his blades.
Okay. I will go over and I will take out one of the sheets of the black paper that I collected from the City of Shadows. And I will hand it to him. I'd say, "Here, this is from your hometown, man. Didn't want to hurt you over there." And I hand it to you. And then I have 2 left.
You didn't
Please don't
hurt
be
my
angry.
buddy. You just hurt my trust in you. That's all.
Well, that sounds reassuring. And I pat him on the head.
Really?
Yeah, when you're sitting, you're tall enough that I can do it. Hey, Norma,
Yeah.
that was super helpful of you. I cannot thank you enough. This was crazy dangerous,
You
but
can
very,
you can thank
very
me
insightful.
enough by saving the world. I rather like all of the nightmares I can collect from it.
Makes sense, I guess, if that's your thing.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to repeat my offer that I gave you previously. Portal will take you farther along your journey, but Portal can only take you to a worse place than where you currently than where you leave from. So, take a shortcut at your own risk.
Maybe we can go to a nice warm room with a fireplace and a lot of books and go from there, because that's kind of the best thing I can imagine. Then it might be not that bad.
There's
It's not supposed to be a nightmare, though.
Yeah.
Well, I hear the outside of this bastion is pretty nice. And like she does the equivalent of like spitting, but she doesn't have a mouth, so like just expresses a little bit of disgust through a flicker of like emotional water, and then she's going to say, he'll follow you until you get to a nice enough place. And she's also going to say, Ashra.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to help in your resurrection. I don't remember you making long speeches beforehand. I might have been able to, if I'd sacrificed some of my memories of you, to stop you from changing, but alas, it can't.
Changing? What changing? What are you
Well,
talking about?
You're different from the last time you were brought back to life. Don't worry about
I
it.
see.
Yeah. She, she's going to like She waves at her portal, passes through it, and she's gone without even saying goodbye. What do your characters do?
Should we take a little rest before we go? Just a short one?
Didn't she say that we could take a shortcut?
Yes. Hey, Norma, is it okay if we,
I mean,
hang
she
out
can
for half
rest.
an hour?
Noma doesn't answer you. She passed through her portal and left.
Okay. Well, in that case, I didn't hear that, sorry.
No worries.
After you, my friends.
I would
that
like to
should go
see if I could find any new companion in the fortress.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Oh, you can remove the guidance.
Yeah. No, you do not. You do not find anything that seems to be willing to travel. A lot of the stones and tools of this place are attached to it and willing to and desiring to stay and help with the task that they were given.
I understand. I also have a duty.
Okay. So, Fabi, when you take a short rest, you can spend your hit dice to recover. You need to roll those hit dice to see how much HP you recover. How many you spend is up to you. Okay.
I would spend one.
So yeah, you take a short rest in partial darkness of the torture chamber, and then leave Bastion, the fortification. Says its goodbyes and promises, "I will still be here when you return. I swear it."
Trust you, man!
Yeah. And so
Yeah,
it's
I
on this
believe.
very nice ridge that the portal stops following you, moving forwards, seemingly in a place good enough for you to be transported elsewhere.
Do you want to push me in, Ashram?
No. Why?
Luke says,
Why would I want to do such a traitorous act against you, my comrade? I would never dream of it, never think of doing such a hostile act against you, my friend.
so I remember once I read a book about team building and self-help exercises, and one of the things inside was that you have to close your eyes and then somebody pushes you in the arms of your friend and you just have to trust them. And it was a good thing people were doing between friends. I thought we were doing that.
Well, you can certainly try with Wise. I think he's up for it.
Well, I'll keep it in mind for future reference.
You do that.
And I give you the winky eyes. Two on the one side. Choop, choop.
Yeah, you do that. You do that.
Well, Portal, thanks for the amazing work today. I hope to see you
Indeed.
soon.
As ever, the portal expresses no emotions. It just takes in the emotions that you and the words that you send towards it. Very silent creature.
I will take out my shield, take out my mace, my candle holder, and brace myself for a second and jump through the hole.
Alright. So, you are going to appear in the deserts of the School of Light, bathing in the powerful shine of the sun. You do not at first. As it takes a second for your eyes to adjust, and you are going to see that you're very near a caravan. You came prepared for danger, but there doesn't seem to be anything going on near you.
That's strange. She said dangerous, but instead it's nice here. I want to check the area and see if anything moves.
Okay. Roll perception. Okay. So, as I mentioned, there is a caravan nearby that is making its way through this desert. You can see that the people who are comprising this caravan seem absolutely exhausted. There's very few places of shadow around here that would allow one to rest, but still they trudge onwards. Thanks to your high perception check, you're also going to see there are nearby creatures that are preparing an ambush for the caravan. They're creatures of the desert. You know that those creatures associated with light are made often of like reflective materials, like metals and glass. So, yeah, and they're trying their best not to reflect the light towards the caravan as they're creeping closer to it. You happen to recognize Halo, another person from the School of Light that shares a religion with you. This is Halo is another cleric of what's it called? Yeah, Halo is just another cleric of Beetlejuice. And it seems the whole caravan is a throng of followers of Beetlejuice, as they all carry his insignia on somewhere on their body. What do you? Yeah, I'm assuming the other two are going to follow you, so you're going to take in that scene as well. What do your characters do?
Can you see this person over there with a strange golden ring around his head? Golden halo? That's a friend of mine. And I see other people attacking him. I don't like that. Maybe we should ambush the ambush.
Alright. You don't like ambushes?
Well, I mean, if they're helpful to you, I actually really like ambushes.
Bet you do.
Can we see a little bit more of the environment? Like,
Yes.
Is there a road where the caravan is on, and what does the ambush look like?
Absolutely. That's what I was setting up right now, actually. So this is the scene. And this is okay. So your characters actually pop up here. Give me just 1 second.
I don't like sand.
It's rough. It gets everywhere.
It's coarse and rough
yeah.
and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Okay. So the the creatures that are preparing to attack. I forgot to upload the image for them. So I'm just gonna use this instead. They are a group of bookworms.
No way.
No.
And they basically devour knowledge and other such things. So yeah, they are preparing.
I've seen them before. And they are setting up.
I'm gonna place them. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
No worries.
Um,
We are a very unusual combination of fighters. Maybe we should have a strategy in mind, guys.
There is only one strategy.
don't
We shall hit until they are broken.
Okay.
We shall strike until they are standard.
I certainly agree with that.
So yeah, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're here to protect your friend, so
I had another encounter planned, but I realized that it was an encounter more significant to Idris, and he's not here today, so I am delaying this encounter. Yeah, the whole caravan does not seem to be in any sort of preparedness to defend themselves. But yeah, what do you do?
Well, I would like to touch Ashram and cast guidance on him.
Got it.
And then I would like to... Okay, I would like to check my character sheet.
That is a good idea.
How does this work? All the things.
I believe if we have the time, I will cast Bless on the three of us.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
it lasts a minute.
You have an extra D4 for saving throws or attack rolls.
Simon, do you know if casting a spell attack, is that a wisdom check, or is that specific, just a spell attack?
What?
So are these two different things?
Oh.
Okay, sorry. And if I cast enhance ability and it says something like the target has advantage on wisdom checks,
right?
Would this include spell attacks if your spell modifying ability?
All wisdom saving throws. It gives them advantage on all wisdom saving throws.
Ah, okay, on saving throws. I understand. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So not so.
Indeed.
Then I want to cast enhance ability also on Ashram.
Okay.
I mean, okay. For what?
And I want to give you Cat's Grace. It gives you advantage on all dexterity checks, and you also don't take damage from falling if it's less than 20 feet. I don't have any second level spells for combat anyways, so I can just.
I feel this is not Lux casting on me, but his guilty conscience.
Yeah, maybe. No, I'm just preparing, man. I'm just thinking we have to get ready because we are only 3 and we are all pretty weak in combat.
I shall make you swallow those words.
Well, I go in stealth mode.
Okay. So yeah, Roll for stealth to avoid being detected by the ambush as well, because they are being very wary of their surroundings. Apparently, the desert, the plains, the rocks seem to not mind the attack. They're letting it happen. No one is warning the caravan.
So what does all your spells do? What is increase ability doing exactly?
Okay, so you get advantage on all of your dexterity rolls.
Oh, okay, cool. That means.
And then you have
stealth.
a D4
Yeah.
on ability checks from the from the guidance, and you have a D4 on attacks and saving throws from bless. So you have D4 on all rolls.
Okay.
And
I don't think
there
so.
is also.
But I think I can use guidance, and then I don't know.
Bloodhawk. There we go.
Oh, it's not.
All right, cool.
Oh shit! It is. Fuck.
So yeah,
It is. Yeah.
Well, I take the 24. I mean,
yeah, everyone roll initiative. And no, you
26.
cannot concentrate on 2 spells.
yeah, I don't need.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't need advantage right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Alright.
And I will keep this one.
Your rolls
the
are
fuck?
terrible, man.
I'm cursed, man. I'm
What a
cursed.
day.
That's what happens.
Yeah, a pretty
Okay.
high roll there, DM, but not high enough.
What did you roll, Ashram? Okay,
24.
24. Can you please click your token when you roll so that it automatically adds it to your...
Oh yeah.
There we go. Okay. Okay, so Ashram, you are the first to act. Again,
Indeed.
what would you like to do?
Good question. Well, I go here.
Okay. You are going to, as you move, I need you to roll stealth to stay hidden from that creature as you creep closer. Against my passive perception of
Again?
10. Yes, again.
Okay.
Okay, that's a pass. You're able to sneak on that bookworm.
Wow, that sucks.
Okay.
Plus, you get a +4 from bless.
A 10 does not hit.
Oh,
does
right.
Bless include attack rolls?
It's
Yeah.
attack rolls and saving throws.
It does.
Okay. A 12 hits exactly. So, yeah, and you do 5 piercing damage plus your sneak attack damage. Okay, so that is a total of 12, meaning that I have 7 HP left. So yeah, you sneak up on the creature, stab it. What is your what do you say to it? What is your argument as you stab it?
Fools.
Okay. On the turn of the bookworms, they are okay. So, movement speed for these creatures is 20 feet on land. So you see that your attack releases a cry of pain from one of them, and okay, hold on. And launches the that should be enough, and launches the attack for the other ones. You are going to see that there's more of them that are than the ones you spotted that are attacking the caravan, but they're being basically taken care of by the caravan's people. All right. And so there's two of them who get into range. One of Weiss, the other one is already in range of Ashram. So yeah, Ashram, you get bit for 7. I don't think that hits. And Weiss, there's a 16 hit.
A 16 doesn't hit.
All right. So yeah, you are the jaws of the creature like tries to close in on you, but your armor just stops that from happening. Another one of their friends, this magnificent owl who seems to have wheels and other wooden structures woven into their wings, is going to swoop down. And I got pack tactics, so I'm gonna have to attack Ashram to get advantage. Okay, and does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay, and you're able to dodge the oncoming attack successfully. Lux, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to run over to my friend Weiss.
Okay.
And support him in his fight.
Alright.
If it's possible, I would like to attack the one bookworm that is fighting against him from behind, and I want to hit it with my mace.
Alright, so you're flanking, so you attack with advantage.
Cool.
8 does not hit, unfortunately. You had...
But 12 does hit.
Yes, but that's an 11.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, that is not a 12. You needed to roll a 4, sorry. Alright, and at the worst possible initiative, Weiss.
Yes, it is I.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening to your rolls, but it's really funny.
It's the curse. Yeah, I will use my hand axe and use the opportunity given to me by Lux to try and attack the bookworm in front of me.
Alright. Go ahead and make your 18 hits. Go ahead and click for your damage.
Alright.
4 slashing damage. Alright. So yeah. What do you say anything to it as you like whack it on the head?
I'd like to know what kind of ideas did they express when they try to attack me.
I had forgotten about this. So they seem to have this strong dislike for Cetantros in particular. As they try to bite you, their attacks come in the form of the argument. There is no proof that you can guide us to the ultimate sentiment, Cetantros. So, your rule is not warranted. We fight against your rule. They seem to be they're attacking with very logical arguments. It's like light-based attacks.
Okay. How should I answer that? I'm not too sure what I would like to answer, but I will use my bonus action to make another attack while I think about what I should do.
Alright.
It is. I think it's that. Yeah, it's that one.
Do you... Oh yeah, you do have advantage because you're flanking. 19 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Alright.
Okay, an extra 5 points of damage.
I would like to express the idea that maybe they would have the right to talk when they get a bit stronger. In the meantime, let the stronger rule and the weaker serve.
They're going to be focusing on you for the combat a little bit more. They say when it's gonna be their turn, they're gonna reply that if the strong always rule, they will never acquire the wisdom of the weak. Ashram, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Disengage.
Okay.
Walking over there.
Okay, give me a second. Your movement is okay.
30.
Alright, so yeah, you're able to get over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you disengage and you move. Do you have any cunning actions you'd like to use?
No. Yes. The disengage was my cunning action.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. So yeah, you can make another attack on the bookworm if you would so like.
I do.
It is flanked, so you have advantage.
Yeah, but not for me.
No, it's still for you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Like
Cool.
it's having difficulty defending itself already from the two sides. Having you arrive on a third side is like cause enough to give you advantage.
Okay, cool.
16 hit, 9 piercing damage.
And my swashbuckler ability kicks in if there is no other creature
Okay, what does that do?
within 5 feet. I can use my sneak damage.
You got
And since his comrades are all not within 5 feet,
Mhm.
this kicks in.
All right. So yeah, you finish it off. It is now in a state of exhaustion. On their turn, they're going to focus on Weiss. This one doesn't really have that much of a choice. And these two are going to be moving 20 feet towards you. They see you as more dire threats because you're currently because you have much more energy than the people in the caravan that they're attacking. So, cool. Focusing on Weiss, they basically made the statement that yeah, you like the strong shouldn't be able to rule just because they're strong, and they won't benefit from the wisdom of the weak. So, does a 21 hit?
It does hit.
Yeah. Okay, so you take 5 piercing from the Bloodhawk, the owl thingy, and this attack, okay, does an 18 hit.
18 does just hit.
Okay, so you take an extra 7 piercing. The last attack is for Ashram with a 22. So yeah, both of you are grappled in the jaws of those creatures. Yeah. And what were those Constitution saving throws for, Weiss?
Well, against the DC 12.
Oh no. It's when you use an action to try to escape that you can do that. You're automatically grappled when the attack lands. So yeah, Ashram, you you took 3 piercing damage, and that is it for their turn. Lux.
Am I in range of the one who's underneath me?
Yes.
South of me?
Yeah.
In that case, Yeah, in that case, I would like to get behind it.
Okay.
Try to see if it's showing its scaly shiny back to me at one point, and if that moment appears, I would like to grab it and cast inflict wounds. Burning hands.
All right. Yeah.
Burning hands.
You maneuver to get advantage, so you go ahead and cast. Right. Yeah. Go ahead and cast that. Oh yeah, the concentration saves to hold spells. Okay.
Or
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Is it?
Oh right, we have left.
No,
still.
burning hands.
No,
It's a save.
Burning hands. You rolled the damage automatically. You rolled 9
Okay,
points of
oops.
damage. Does it have an?
Yeah.
Do I have a?
It's Dex.
Hmm?
It's
Dex.
Dex.
Dex. Cool. All
Yeah.
right.
And my DC is 12.
My dexterity is not good. Okay, I still dodge it. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, Lux, you don't get advantage on rolls where I have to do saving throws. So flanking
Yeah, I
only
understand.
is only useful for
Yeah.
Ashram right now, but it's still
Yeah,
useful.
I
for-
thought it's a spell attack. I thought it's like a spell attack, but this is what it is.
Yeah. You got it. Weiss, it's your turn.
In that, am I held in one of the creatures' beak? That's right.
Not beak. It's bite. You are
Oh, okay.
grappled right now.
Can I cast any spells while I'm grappled?
Yes, grapple only makes your movement 0, nothing more.
Okay. Does it take my action to escape?
Yes, but you can attack, you can cast anything you want without disadvantage or anything.
Okay. In that general direction, there is only a bookworm and that.
Yeah.
That thing.
And,
Okay. I would like to cast Shatter in that direction.
Okay.
Very
I mean, somewhere on the ground where they can both be hit.
You got it.
So that's it. DC 13 Constitution.
I did describe that they are made out of precious metals and out of reflective metals and glass, so they are inorganic. So they are Constitution
Nice.
saving for both
Yes,
of them.
con save.
So the Bloodhawk rolls 18, and
They have disadvantage if they're inorganic.
if they're inorganic, so yeah, that's why I rolled a 7, and Constitution for the other one is a 4. So go ahead and roll 3d8 thunder damage. It's 18.
That's 18.
Both of them are instantly dead.
Let's go! Nice!
And so my argument is, what wisdom there is to learn from the weak? If you can't even protect thyself, you can protect anything.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Ashram, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so 17
Ashram
is enough to... Oh, nope. It just brings him down to 2 HP. What do you say to it as you stab it in the back?
In that case, I use my bonus action to do a dagger attack.
Wait, you can use cunning action for an extra attack?
No, with offhand
Offhand, okay.
attack is a bonus attack action.
Nice.
I
Crazy
don't
rogue
get.
shit.
I don't get my damage modifier though.
Okay.
On the offhand attack, so it's 1d4, but I think 1 is enough to kill it. So.
Make your attack roll. 21 hits, and
So -3, so 3 damage.
and I only had 2 HP left, so that is enough to bring this bookworm
Nicely done.
down. All right, the last two that are charging in. Let's see, can they even reach you? No, they can't. They're just charging. They're just charging in. No, actually, this one can reach Lux. Okay. And this one gets closer. So yeah, Lux, this one reaches you and says, the symbiosis is a lie. Creatures with less elements have nothing to gain from Citantras. You promised us the ultimate sentiment centuries ago and always failed to deliver. If Citantra was a fluke, you have no logical argument to keep your rule over us. Does a 14 hit, Lux?
It does not hit.
Okay.
I am
So
not
yeah,
hit. by this one.
you're not grappled. You're able to like get out of this attack. Lux, it's your turn.
Okay, so hearing this, I will turn around and I will grab it by its ears and I will say, it's like shout in its face, that they are right, that we need the knowledge of the weak one to find the ultimate sentiment, but that we're at least trying it, and that eating knowledge and destroying it and making the life of the researchers in the university hard is not the way to fix the problem. The way is to sit on a table and discuss what the needs are that we have, and come to decisions like that. And I will cast Burning Hands again.
Okay. We'll sit on the table when it's round and everyone has equal sitting. So yeah, go ahead. I make a
Yeah,
dexterity.
you have to make a dex roll. Yeah, this time for real.
1!
Oh! Okay, so you take 3d6 fire damage doubled.
Okay.
That would be...
That is going to be 16 points of damage. So it's almost dead already. Okay, Weiss, it's your turn. You're no longer grappled.
Nice. How many creatures are there?
There's 2 left
There's 2 left.
that aren't in a state of exhaustion. This one, this one it uses his action to tell his siblings, run away, fly before they can shatter you. And yeah, they're gonna the ones that are basically in the state of exhaustion are going to start retreating and trying to get as far away from you guys as possible. Weiss, what would you like to do?
I would like to address the child that are in the state of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, stay. Even though you are weak, you have much to learn.
Okay. That would use your action if you command them, but yeah, they're you counted the worms command to them and they stay. Do you want to move
I would like
or
to
use
move.
a bonus action?
Yeah. No, I just like to move and be like in between Lux and the other 2 enemies.
Okay.
So somewhat like that. I don't know if you can do it.
Got it. Okay. Ashra, it's your turn.
Okay. Hello.
Okay. You position yourself behind for the flanking. Go ahead.
Well.
And...
That's what I do.
13 hits for 6 piercing, and that is enough to bring it into a state of exhaustion. The last one standing sees the position it's in, and
I still have movement though.
oh right, yeah. What would you like to do with the rest of your movement? Is that because you moved from here, so that was 15 feet, and then.
Then I used my cunning action to dash.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, you get in melee range with the other one. It's.
Oh wait, since I dashed, I have much more. I move here, so my comrades can totally,
Flank. Got
if
it.
they want to.
So this one seems to this one is going to yell to the other ones, flee, I will cover your exits. And so all of them are going to move their maximum speed away from you guys, and basically like those ones get away, but that uses up the action for the bookworm right here. Lux, it's your turn.
Really?
Mhm.
Can we say no? Don't.
That would use your action,
Yeah, you can use your action to do that. Yes, if you want.
but it's not your turn. So
I would like to flank it from behind with and hit it as hard as I can with my candle holder,
okay,
and
23.
I will at the same. My argument will be that was the best thing you said today to save your friend's life, and I will also look at Ashram and say, please don't shatter this one immediately. I want to talk to it.
Okay. Yeah, you bonk it on the head, and basically it starts like the candles that are no longer on your candle holder start to fly around his head, in a cartoony way. Weiss, it's your turn.
Is the bookworm in front of us in a state of exhaustion yet?
Not yet, no.
Would I have the advantage if I threw my axe towards it?
I don't think that would count as flanking. So I'm gonna rule that to say no.
Okay. I will still do that.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's try that.
15, 18 hits. Go ahead and roll the damage. Okay. Yeah, it gets hit by a third whack, a second whack this turn, and it's not holding so well. You see it like starting to move like it's going to flee, but it's Ashram's turn first. Ashram, you have advantage. I'm assuming you're doing an attack. Ashram?
Very
Ashram
slow and
seems-
silent.
Ashram seems to be calculating the distance to.
Yeah. Indeed.
Stop the others.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you provoke an. Did you use your bonus action to disengage?
Yes.
Okay. Do you are you dashing?
Yes, with my action, I'm dashing.
Okay. So that would allow you to move 60 feet. They moved about like 20 feet in this direction. So give me 1 second. From here to here. Yeah, so you're 10 feet behind them, basically.
Good. And I'm off the map, right? So I'm out of the battle.
Okay.
And then I'm out of the battle, I simply say stop.
Well, that would cost you your action and you dashed. So no, you don't do that.
But I'm out of battle.
You're still in initiative.
Well, you don't do it yet, is what I'm saying. Not on this turn. Okay. It is the last bookworm's turn. It's going to try to bite Lux.
Why are you doing this, you little thing? It just grabs to my shield.
Yeah, it crabs on your shield. It is going to say the more time passes, the more your deceit with the symbiosis becomes apparent. Soon the desert will take over the world. But yeah,
I will try to grab it from my shield and hold it in front of my face.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, "Don't you have enough yet?" And this time I will cast Inflict Wounds on it. And this is... fails again. No way.
No, it's a dexterity saving throw.
No, this is a different one.
No.
One is Burning Hands and the other one is Inflict Wounds.
Oh yeah, you rolled a 4. That does not hit.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you have like radiance coming out of your hands, and it doesn't affect this the creature. Weiss, it's your turn.
That was so dumb. I'm like,
Would it take me my action to grab my axe back? I thought he would be he would be dead by
Yeah.
now. So.
I used the custom rule that it's a bonus action to drink potions and to retreat and to like get an object to use it. So you can use your bonus action to retrieve your axe and then make an attack and make a melee attack.
I don't really feel like doing that.
Or whatever you want to do with your action.
Oh shit, I misclicked, sorry. I just backed up. No, I think I will stay at advantage and I will cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So it's a dex saving throw.
Alright. And it's a dexterity saving throw. Okay. 1d8 radiant. Go ahead and okay. It's going to
happening.
It's going to tell you that I'm made out of light and reflective materials. Did you really think a light attack was gonna do much?
It's a flame. It's supposed to,
Yeah.
Ashram, it's your turn. They've moved an extra 20 feet, so they are 30 feet away from you, which means they're your movement speed away from you. Ashram? Are you muted again?
Yes. So I use my normal movement speed of 30 feet.
Okay.
Then I use my cunning action to dash another 30 feet to get in front of them.
Okay.
And then I use my action to command them to hold and kneel before me.
Okay. They do as you order. The last worm. The last worm who got left behind, it's his turn now, is going to use his telepathy to yell to them, scatter, after you gave them the order to stop, and they all scatter into different directions. And that's it for my turn. No, actually, he's gonna run away in this direction, provoking an attack of opportunity from Lux.
Yeah. I'm going to candle holder this one.
Okay. 15 hits. 8 is enough to bring him to a state of. So yeah, you got. The very next turn, you're simply able to tell the others to stop, because this one is not helping them anymore. And yeah, you've defeated this attack on the caravan.
Yeah, I would like to say that the last sacred flame, the emotion I wanted to impart was something like kindness, like just please don't hurt yourself. Just
Gotcha.
yeah.
Nice, nice.
I mean, I respect him for trying to save his best friend, but it was a lost fight.
Yeah. All right. You receive positive, grateful emotions coming from Halo and the other members of the caravan. Halo comes towards your character and says, "Truly, we are blessed in the light of Beetlejuice today. Thank you. We would not have been able to fend off another one of the attacks from those desert creatures. In our current state, we have not rested in days."
I will turn to the bookworm on the side and say, "Hold for a bit, please." And then I will face Halo and awkwardly bow.
Mhm.
I say, "May Beetlejuice shine on you as well, my friend. Good to see you."
It is good to see you. I see that you well. I heard you'd become a protector and then died. As I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I'm glad to I got this chance once again.
Things have been happening, and we might show by the Library of Light one.
Well, that's where we are headed as well. We have some research to do at the observatory. Perhaps we can travel together.
Great news. I would love to learn what that's about. May I introduce my friends? This is Ashram Drausong from the City of the Shadows. And this is Weiss, who I cannot really remember the name of the city of Earth that he's from, because we haven't been traveling for long. Arbora, from the city of Arbora.
Arbora.
They're also protectors. Arbora. They're also protectors. And together we are on a quite interesting mission that I'm sure you would be interested in as well.
Well, unfortunately for your interest in our research, it is a matter of grave importance, and we can and only very few can be trusted with this information. Although I do, and I do have a strong sense of trust towards you, but you understand the resurrection process might have changed you. It might take a little bit before I can bring you into this work. But
Well, I can understand that. I mean, I feel a little bit different myself, you know?
how can you? How do you know?
Well, I don't know. There's just like traces, you know, of back in the day when I was in the library and just like being there for people to help them in their studies, you know, and there was less of this like urge for adventure and like going outside. And I thought everything is there, right there in the books. And now I'm different. I'm like running around. I was in a bar, and like all these things.
Yes, you stayed most of your life in a room with without where the light of Beetlejuice might not have reached your eyes. Although I'm sure it's touched your heart.
It did.
Well,
And now we're here.
would you like to travel alongside us for the rest of the journey? You seem to have more reserves of energy than we do, and the creatures of this desert are ruthless.
I find this is a fantastic idea. Ashram and Weiss, do you think We should follow them. I can show you some places in the City of Light. It's in the right direction, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Or are we on the other side now already? No.
no.
Yeah.
I thought we
They're
were
also
going to
headed
Mogosh.
towards the capital of
Mhm.
Mirror in order to
No.
do their research at the observatory.
No. Hey, Halo, can you maybe tell us how far the travel from here is going to be? We just stepped through a portal over there and traveled around half of the planet, and I'm not quite sure where exactly we ended up.
We're only 2 days away from Mirror.
No shit.
Yes, we should be able to see its glow in the sky this very evening.
This is amazing news, guys.
Yeah.
It is.
Don't
Sure,
worry,
it-
Ashram. People are actually quite nice over there, and like because there's plenty of light, there is also very interesting shadows.
Oh, I totally like nice people. And then he.
So you're shattering
One
the.
One is shattered, and he moves to that. And no, he moves to the next, looking back at looks and says, "Indeed, your nice is so nice, actually." And shatter the next. And yes, he shatters them.
I
But
will
not the
protect the
one-
one that was close to me. I
Yes,
would not
no, not the
that
one,
to be
no,
shattered.
no.
Yeah.
I'm not there though. I'm far away from that one.
No.
How
We only-
is shuddering myriads as protectors seen to other myriads?
Ashram doesn't care.
Well, we shattered a bunch of them in the past, also in the library. You know, when they're running books, it's not so good.
I mean, I guess.
A lot of those so those creatures are going to turn into 12 gold particles, and the rest of them are going to be like smaller creatures of the same type that have like reflective that are made of metal or glass. A lot of them kind of just get called back by the deserts, who that brings them like into the shade so that they can rest and realize what they're like and awaken to their new forms. So yeah, you have 12. You can write 12 gold particles on your character sheet. Ash?
Rebel scum.
Hmm?
He says, "Rebel scum."
Rebel scum.
Uh,
No one defies the September Empire.
so
And then comes the music. Da, 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 da.
Halo, you can see like watches those creatures getting shattered, and like shakes his head and says, the School of Light has been doing this for a while, and I fear that shattering those creatures just increases their numbers. But well, maybe it.
I also disapprove of my comrades' method.
But at least
well-
it gives them the opportunity to be different beings and have different opinions. There is still hope for the ultimate sentiment, despite what they believe. Now,
Well, very much hope so, but you have to understand that their argument is quite potent.
yes,
That we don't know what exactly we are doing, and we are all just like shooting for stars in the sky.
absolutely. That is unfortunately a very widespread opinion in the deserts. They scientifically speaking, Sitantra could have been a fluke, and that means that maybe any creature could reach the ultimate sentiment. So I don't disagree with them. I just think that our current leadership brings stability to the world.
And their methods are clearly horrendous. I will bow down, sit next to the bookworm on the ground, look at it, and I will ask it for its name.
Yeah, its name is Bookworm.
Hey, okay, Mr. Bookworm. Would you like, maybe, as a scientific experiment, join us in our effort for a while? You're always free to go. You can live in my backpack. I will hand you pieces of paper that I wrote, maybe, with things that are quite interesting to eat. And we can learn from each other.
Roll persuasion at
Like you said.
disadvantage.
Persuasion at disadvantage. I shall do so.
Okay, that is it is going to say I dislike Citantras, but I would travel with you to understand why your candle holder and your armor and the other objects have agreed to travel with you. And hopefully I can convince them to leave you.
Well, we can certainly try that. A lot of my friends here are very loyal and not that much interested in logical argument, though. Especially the candle holder. And this is not to be read as a threat.
It does not.
I'm just kidding with you.
Yeah, it doesn't answer or express any laughter when it is in a state where it's like only able to like communicate when it's been asked questions and stuff like this. So yeah, it does not budge. What do you do?
I do not have a separate bag in my bag. Maybe I can put the bookworm in a specific pocket in the bag, where it's by itself.
You can do that, yeah. All right. So yeah, you put the bookworm to one of the pockets that is darker and in which it's going to be able to rest for a little while.
Yes.
Okay. As your characters keep marching onwards, the sun is going to slowly set in the sky, and as it does, you see another powerful light rising. You see this glow coming from the direction in which the caravan is headed, that illuminates the night sky, and like the projector lights just moving around in strange patterns. You're able to, you can tell that you're getting close to mirror the city without a night. As the Myriadians, as the people of the caravan settle down, you see that they start to set up equipment, some of which are allows them to like observe the sky. None of them seem to be trying to take a rest. In fact, it is like in this desert, so much of the light of the stars and of mirror make it really hard to rest. You cannot take a long rest in this place, only short rests. So they're pretty fucking tired, but instead of trying to find a place to rest, you see all of them to the side, setting up different equipment and starting to do some stargazing. Lux, you realize they're not looking in the direction of Beetlejuice. And also they
Look at
seem to
these
be
fellas.
Hmm? And also
I s-
it's other members of your clergy.
Oh. Hey, Halo.
Yes.
What are those guys looking at? Beetlejuice not shining or what?
Well, as you know, Beetlejuice fluctuates. Sometimes its light is stronger, sometimes its light is weaker. Uh, so, Tonight it shines bright, and we have other things to observe in the night sky. The sun might eclipse
Interesting.
all of the other stars, but it doesn't mean that we can't bask in their glow when the night comes.
So, like, because I remember it being day all the time. Remember when we were. How does it? What does this mean? Like when the night comes?
No darkness falls upon Mirror. Instead, the rays that travel from the sun itself are replenished by the darkness of space along the way, and an ancient pact has been made with those beams of light, so that they may feed every Myriadian inside of Mirror instead of the shadows. One need not have shadows in order to be rested in Mirror, but one needs to reach Mirror before obtaining this boon.
Yeah. See, the first time I left the city, it was kind of like a teleportation thing, so I didn't really catch that. Thanks.
Yes, there are some rare places of shadow chambers in Mirror, some accesses to the labyrinth of night beneath, but well, it's not really fitting with our aesthetic.
I
If
mean,
you'll
us
if you'll
star
excuse
beings.
me, I have important calculations to attend to. Uh, we Our work is never quite complete, and is going to like offer a small prayer and retreat back with the others. Uh, you can feel very muted emotions coming from them, like they're whispering to each other to make sure that information that they are acquiring from the night sky does not leak uh, to your characters. It's nighttime. Yeah. What would you like to do?
Is the caravan taking a rest somewhere?
Yeah, the caravan is like basically stopping. All of the creatures pulling the wagons, and the wagons are like clearly in a deep state of exhaustion, but they like almost exhausted basically. But those creatures just try to like get rest as much as they can. You can see that the oxen who are pulling the carts basically just push their heads against the sand, and just so that they don't see anything else and are able to rest like this.
Okay. Assume we're resting, guys. Right?
I would like to look for a companion.
For a companion,
Yeah.
okay. Make an investigation roll.
Alright. I closed my character. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so Ashram and Lux, you see Weiss leaving camp, heading out into the desert, and then after about an hour, and he hasn't returned, you start to get a bit worried because it is night, so whenever you're not like near a source of light, you can you're basically surrounded by illusions.
Hmm.
Oh. Phew. Anyone? Okay, so maybe. Hey, Ashram. I think
Yeah.
Vice is lost. Do you care about trying to find him? Because I do.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. If I don't come back in the next hour, please
Mhm.
come find us, okay?
I mean, you can just scream. I can hear you.
Yeah. That's a good idea. And I will climb on a dune next to the camp.
Okay.
Take out my symbol of Beetlejuice, this like heavy iron ball.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I would like to cast light on it.
Okay.
And then hold it up and shout for Vice.
Okay. Yeah. Vice, you have been wandering around. Everywhere that you go, you still have the light coming from mirror that acts as a sort of beacon, but one point of reference is not enough to find your way back. You think multiple times you think you found a companion and you have lengthy conversation with them before realizing that they're not really here and that it's just the stuff of shadows and dreams. Make a perception check to see if you hear Lux reaching out for you. It's going to be a difficulty 6.
Easy. Easy weasy.
Indeed. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
All right, yeah,
Can you not see the
to
room? I think
you're able
I
to
can.
hear Lux, and also as those emotions reach you, you're able to see a little bit of you're able to see Lux along with a little bit of Dune manifesting in the middle of your dream, kind of just floating above the ground, and yeah. What do you do?
I will go towards that light then.
Hmm?
Kind of sending emotions of doubt. Like, are you real? What is real?
That's a question I'm not confident enough to answer for you, my friend. But it's good to see that you're still here. I think I am real.
Am I though?
Hello.
I'm gonna flick him.
Okay.
Do you feel this?
I guess I do.
I guess that's as real as it can get.
Right. I couldn't find any new companion. I'm so sad.
That's really sad. That's really sad. I will help you look for one. But I think now we have to get back to the camp.
Yeah, we should go back. I find someone that I could. Yeah. Let's go back.
I was thinking of having an ambush for the two of you in the middle of the night because you're far away from camp, but I did not find the image I was looking for on time. So you get away. Yeah, the party is now down 2 clerics because I killed them in the desert. We never split the party. Anyways, the rest of the travels happens without without much problems. You travel through an area that looks like, hold on, I have so many pages. Yeah, you are going to reach the city of Mirror. This gigantic city, like made almost entirely of glass and mirrors, does deserve its name. It's everywhere you look. It seems the architecture is made to minimize the amount of shadows that there can be in this place. The streets are very nice one, Raven. The streets are like very symmetrical. Everything seems to have been like calculated. The angles are very proper and everything. And yeah, there is a large hustle and bustle of creatures coming around this city. You see multiple Myriadians that are sharing the news, the latest scientific news that have been validated by the Council of Light. Basically, it has been confirmed that the sun is in fact not made out of light as we previously suspected, but instead made out of fire. The School of Fire has now laid claim to multiple of our religions and asked that they be transferred over to them. Religions linked to the sun. More to follow as the council decides whether or not the sun can belong to a single school or not. Stuff like this, basically. There's gigantic city doors. Everyone who goes through has to go through a light screening. Basically, each of you is asked, do you have any acid or creatures that you know to be acidic? Do you have any acid in your tier, or are you carrying any creatures that you believe might have acid inside of them? And unfortunately, I think Lux, you're carrying your acidic memories.
I do. Yes,
so,
I do carry them.
Once you like reach the gates and are asked this question, you can see most of the other researchers of the caravan are being let through. What do you do?
I would say, Beetlejuice be with you, my friends. I'm carrying this vial, and I take it out and I show it to them. I would say, it contains acidic memories. As you know, like most people here, I'm also a researcher, and I'm bringing this to be investigated.
Well,
I'm a protector of the School of Light.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here on very important business.
Well, you're a protector, which means you're affiliated with the Prince, not the School of Light anymore. Not certain you have the authority to bring something this dangerous inside of our proud city. Roll for persuasion.
Oh, god damn it. Well, I'm also I'm definitely serving the Prince, that's true. But I'm also serving Headmaster Deus, and I'm very loyal to Glow. And
roll for persuasion. You have advantage.
Yeah.
So,
that's good.
Natural 20. All right. Hearing the name of their superior, the guard is gonna be like, okay, yeah. He's just gonna say, be careful. You'll be responsible if it corrupts anything inside of the city, and you will be judged accordingly.
Yes, I'm very careful with it. And I mean, I'm also not judging you for mistrusting the Prince in that way. Right? And I will put the vial back and just continue with the others.
The guard is going to like say, hold on. As lots of there is a theory that has been going around. Very logical theory, if you ask me. The acid would have had to be the same entity for decades, millennia, and be the same as they used to be. So they would be extremely old. The only creature that we know that to be this old, still sticking around, are the primordials and the prinks. Don't you think it's weird if we didn't have a lot of a historical record of them before they showed up? Just saying.
That's very interesting. Can I ask, what's your name?
Guard.
Okay, I will write it down. Guard. I find this very entertaining to think about.
You're a protector, so you get more opportunities to find proof of this theory, or to disprove it.
Where did you read about this? Can I ask you? I'm also interested in these kind of things, you know, like I'm searching for assets, so that's kind of ideal.
I did not read about it. It's a conversation that I've had with other people whose name I will not implicate in this discussion. But
fair.
I only bring this up because there's Headmaster Deus heard about this fury spreading and tried to silence it. Not a very headmastery thing to do, if you ask me.
Kinda. I agree. Did he have a good argument for it, or was he just, you know, throwing it out because he didn't like it?
Oh, I hear he had some pretty good arguments. He beat up the people who were presenting the theory very thoroughly. But, wow, makes you suspicious.
It does make you suspicious. Guys, have you heard that? Like, are the others involved in this conversation?
No,
are they around?
He was talking only to you because, you have to be doing a one-on-one conversation to make sure that you're answering his questions when you're saying I don't have any acid on me.
Okay,
so yeah, all of you get through the doors and enter the city. Whisper is, I mean, we're gonna have to figure out something so that Whisper can enter the city, but for now,
he has to do it by himself.
Yeah.
Did Whisper use his memory?
Yeah, he took in his corrupted memory. He has acid in his tear.
Okay.
So, answering the basic question to enter this place is, yeah. So, yeah. You've got the library. There's multiple interesting places in the city. There's the forges, where they try to make the materials devoid of any sentiment, to be completely like pure, so that they can be imprinted on whoever wields them first. A process that is very difficult, and like there's always like a little bit of emotions left in those creatures, but they try to make them as like their so yeah, this the forges where this art is practiced. This is the entire town. You can see the large round building in which the Council of Light makes decisions and judgments about different theories, and you can see the Great Library. Yeah, what would you like to do?
1 second.
Hmm?
I'm writing quickly down what's happening in town.
Yeah.
Do you have any intention to share the God's theory, Lux?
Oh yeah, I will definitely. The moment that we're all together, I will about what to Ashram advice.
So,
Since we're certain that the god hasn't lied, then it means Headmaster Deus indeed has considered the idea that the acid could be one of the primordials.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
So, like, I think if I understand correctly, what he was saying. I mean, he's clearly not a scholar, but I think what the populace thinks about this is that because acid has to be a very old creature, it's either one of the it has to be either one of the primordials or the Prinx, because the Prinx is the only thing that's as old as the primordials are.
no, there's
So it has to be the Prinx, kind of. That's what.
There's also a couple of landmarks, like Mogosh, the capital of the world, the crater that saw Sitantra's birth, is as old as is like older than Sitantra himself. There's a couple of landmarks. It's just like there's a limited number of people that could be acid if they didn't change their if their names stayed the same over the years.
So
Would
that
it be
like see
possible
that's I think
that-
is
Yeah.
continue.
I mean, would it be possible that there is something like a seventh feeling that acid will be another primordial that we don't know about?
That was kind of how I was thinking about it as well. I was thinking about it in a way that there's this massive primordial being of acid, then their henchmen around the planet, you know? And
I can
one of
see
them
it.
I thought would be the powerful one that is pulling Phobos and Deimos towards us. That's how I read it.
Yeah, I can still see it. The huge figure towering over Arbora, drenching the city of Earth with acid. It is very... It's a strange thought. I'm sorry.
No, I understand. That was terrifying, man. So let's just run with this theory of the guard fort, maybe, and just see where it gets us.
Right. Sorry,
I think
y'all.
it makes sense.
I have to go again for a little while. The puppy needs me.
You have to do the
Yeah.
dogs and diarrhea D&D version.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording now. As you're wandering through the streets of Mirror, you are going to notice something strange. Despite everything seems symmetrical, except with one exception. There's you can see the towers of the great university start to lean in a certain direction, and when your gaze follows what they're leaning towards, you can see that there's that there's a crowd that is gathering in one of the larger streets of Mirror, and that in fact a lot of buildings that are like perfectly straight and symmetrical start to bend in the same direction, as if trying to catch a glimpse of something. As your eyes follow, you're going to see the top of a gigantic painting that always follows the Prinx everywhere they go. And it's this painting, and it is in a street near you, and apparently even the buildings are trying to catch a glimpse of Prinx as it is. They seem to be in town already. What do you do?
I had a question actually.
Yes.
Did we take a short rest while
Yeah.
when you're at the current?
Yeah.
Can I throw my hit dice?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Didn't we travel 2 days, even?
Yes.
We traveled for 2 days.
Yes,
I think.
but none of these allowed you for a short rest. But it is daytime in Mirror, which means the rays of the sun are basically like constantly healing you and giving you back your spell slots, as long as you're inside of the city. So you're full HP, you're fully rested, and it's about every hour you get a full rest worth just by being in this city.
Okay.
See, Ashram, it's nice here. Feels good.
No.
Ashram does not seem to be enjoying this.
How far away do we think the prince is from us right now?
Based on where
Like
the
how many blocks or something?
Yeah, based on the painting, you should be just 2 blocks away from the prince. They are within they're not within range of your telepathy, but you're definitely within range of their telepathy.
Mm-hmm. Check it out. Look at it.
The higher they go, the more glamorous and the more splendor they try to show. Well, we will see if in 1,000 years there is still splendor here, or if it is forgotten.
Well,
Nothing
we will
lasts.
certainly see that.
Nothing lasts, Lux.
I agree with you. Things are changing all the time, everywhere around us. That's scary.
Yes. So I do not understand why so glamorous. It will not last, so it makes no sense to me to do it like that.
But nothing lasts.
Mhm.
If so, like, why don't you do the nice things in the time that you have? Like, just make it beautiful, even if it's just for 15 minutes. Or the
what?
blink of an eye, maybe.
For what purpose?
I don't know, joy? I want to see the prince, guys. I'm still very suspicious of him, so maybe we can smell something.
Sure.
I'm sure we will.
All right. So you make your way to this very large plaza right here, and yeah, you're going to see that there's this escort of like guards and dignitaries that are all around the painting and Prince Azilis. Around them is a large crowd, all clamoring to get the attention of the prince. And there is a long line of followers that seems to have followed them all the way from Mogosh, that stretches like out of the city and over the horizon. In the middle of all of this, the prince seems tiny. They're not. They're doing their best to answer questions that people are asking of them, but yeah, there's and you have a general sense of awe, but also impatience coming from the crowd. So yeah, do you try to make your way through the crowd?
Back. I'm gonna have a look from I see what the crowd is like, how they are behaving and stuff.
The prince?
Yeah, the crowd and I want to stay back.
Okay.
And I want to get too close.
Yeah. So you're feeling this sort of impatience and frustration with the crowd. A lot of them are asking the prince why they won't give any commands. Why they've never given an order, and the prince tries to explain to each one. But there's also like a lot of other questions that are going through, and so yeah, the kind of like it's all lost in this whirl of emotions. Like there's a crowd, there's a crowd of like press people asking questions. So it's really hard for y'all to hear the answers from where you are. Yeah. They just seem to be traveling through the plaza and going in the direction of the university, but taking the time to answer as many questions as they can along the way.
Do you guys notice the irony of that Indalis's worst nightmare is like just the normal life of the prince?
Well,
No, that was the prince's worst nightmare.
Being asked all the time?
Being asked.
That was- Yeah, being followed around by people asking him questions non-stop?
well, power and nobility doesn't make you a good leader. And if this
That's
prince
so
is
true.
unable, and if this prince is unable to command his own people, then he might be the most powerful. He might be the prince, but a leader he is not.
Yeah. By the
Yeah,
way,
I mean, they are really old.
yeah, the pronouns for Azliz is they them. So
Let's
yeah,
forget it also.
they're-
Sorry.
they're very old. It's sorry. I'm sure Cody could explain why Azaliz is very important to me. Classes, but we don't necessarily have time to get into all of the metagaming today. But yeah. Basically, like, the game master, I'm always constantly playing a bit of Classis, which is another character from the world of Sens, who is the game master of this book, and Azaliz is the name of their one true love. So yeah. Anyways, you watch the crowd continue in advance, and as the prince makes their way towards the Great Library, you can see a continuation of people just following. You see some Sidantras that are digging up the ground upon which the prince has trodden and collecting it into those huge wagons, making people pay to step on holy ground that has been tread by the prince themselves. Stuff like this.
See, Ashram, that's the dumbest thing. I totally agree with you about that.
Hmm? Yeah, thank you. At least someone agrees with me sometimes.
One of the followers comes up to you and says, "Hello, fellow pilgrims and lovers of the prince. Can I interest you in handmade images of the prince themselves?" And you see like a very well drawn image of the prince that they're trying to sell to you.
Why do
May
you
they be
mock?
praised.
Why do you mock me, man?
Well, someone's
Did you
not gonna reach the ultimate sentiment with that energy, and like,
Just called me lover of the prince. Are you insane? Or just sick in the head?
only
Go away.
traitors are not lovers of the prince.
Is that so?
Yes.
So you give the money you make by selling these things to the prince, or you keep it?
To followers of the prince.
Oh, so we do not have to pay for it?
Of course you do.
So
I I put my labor and my heart into those drawings.
Doesn't matter. If you love the prince, then you have to spread the prince's clamor everywhere.
The prince's clamor already reaches to all the corners of the globe. Their radiance is already reached that far. I have no need to help with this. I only want to create as many images so that their image endures for eternity.
Indeed, then don't take money for it, if that's your purpose.
I'm wasting my time with you.
Thank you, go away.
Yeah.
You are.
So yeah, the streets start to clear up again, and there's like just a normal amount of people walking through them at this point.
See, that's how you get rid of street peddlers.
I believe you could have just said you weren't interested.
Nah, it's more fun this way.
Is it?
For me, yes. To wipe that smirk from his face, yeah.
Maybe we can find one of those interesting things called bars that are in a lot of these cities, and
know
kind of
quite a lot about those.
nice. Maybe we
Yes.
can get some nice emotions in us and make some plans about how to approach this whole investigation situation now that we are finally here.
Well,
You should gather information. Which of the school leaders got here in Mirror?
So somebody can hold on. Is there a streetwise skill? There's too many. I've played too many games. I don't know which skills exist in. No. Okay. Cool. Yeah. How? Okay. Lux, you know a nice place called the Ray of Sunshine, which basically has a lot of colored glass that colors the light coming down from the sun into different emotions that the patrons can enjoy. So,
Yeah. I've never been there before myself, but I can show it to you. I read about it. People say it's nice.
is there a university?
No, it's a bar.
No, is there in this town? Is there a university?
Yes, the great university
Yeah, man.
is the center of this town.
Then
My home.
I would say, yeah, I would go. I want to go there. If you want to go to the tavern, I meet you there later.
Okay. I was just thinking we're making some plans, but we can also go to the library together if you want.
Sure.
All right. So,
Maybe that's smarter, actually.
you head to the library that is in the center of town.
I mean, Lux should know the way perfectly. It's his home.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Ooh, I better remove the images
Yeah,
from the
that's
previous
the
slides.
dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
You nearly totally
okay.
killed me.
At the entrance of the Great Library, you're going to see there is a second round of verifications to be allowed in, just like at the edge of the city, but this time it is done more thoroughly. You can see multiple citantras that like stare at each Myriadian that asks to enter this place, and to the point where there's like beams of light coming out of their eyes and probing the creatures that are being entered. And as they're doing so, you see the hands of the Siddharthas mechanically writing down things in light glyph, which is the alphabet, which is the writing that is used by the School of Light. And yeah, as you're coming in, you are going to see that there is a desert snake that is being observed in such a way, and as the Siddhartha is like probing them with their gaze and writing things down, the paper starts to scream and yells, inconsistency, and immediately you see like 5 guards rushing in to like murder that snake, shatter it, and they immediately get a chest to imprison it in darkness, and then just take it away.
They're doing things my way. What a surprise.
Yeah, they take the whole being serious about knowledge thing very serious.
That's your own people.
So, as you...
But you don't have to worry, I have access into this place and a lot of other libraries.
As you come closer, you see and one of the Siddharthas asking, hello Lux, do your friends know about the entry procedure?
I assume they don't, because they've never been to this place.
Alright. Well,
but it's quite of a chore.
Well, we can that's why we make use of our science of observation to make it as quick as possible. So just for the just for you two, I will explain how this works. Our special power in the School of Light is being able to read tears instantly. We don't visit all of your memories, but we skim all of them to know which bonds you have and which types of bonds they are. If you have a bond of fire with, you know, the sky, then we write it down, and we write down its intensity. Of course, if one of those bonds is a bond of acid, it will only appear as the person wishes it to appear. But sometimes they get inconsistent, right? They'll pretend they have a bond of earth with certain creatures, and then when they talk about this creature, they need to change the element associated with that relationship. And when they come back here, if they haven't changed it back, we'll notice inconsistencies.
Well, I mean, you can test away, I don't mind. I have only a suspicion about one of our party members to be corrupted by acid, but he's not present anyway, so test away.
Right. Before I begin, I must ask: have you been resurrected recently?
No.
That is a lie, Ashram.
Why? Recently, I wasn't resurrected today.
Okay. All right.
That was. What does he mean with recently? I mean.
Yeah. In this case, the assistant starts to like scan you with their eyes, writes it down on a piece of paper that already seemed to have, like, they get a piece of paper that is like for you. They start writing things down, and the paper starts to scream, inconsistencies. Immediately, you're gonna have multiple guards that are going to come towards you, the head of which is Glow, master of the School of Light. Lux, you know that the resurrection process might have changed some of the bonds. So, Yeah, the guards are rushing your friend. What do you do?
I'm gonna scream, "Stop this nonsense, everybody!" And
friend
I will
him
take out.
Mhm.
I will take out my ball, and I will say, "I have free access to this library. I don't have to make any of your bullshit tests," which I actually do have, called library access.
Oh.
And you guys should try asking your questions more clearly, so you get the answers that you want to have, and not so easy the way you're doing it right now.
That would take a very long time. That's Glow speaking, but it's for the
Also, hi.
It's for the convenience of the people visiting that we try to do this quickly. Enough. Those people were recently resurrected. They haven't had their files updated since then, and I'm sure the pranks will vouch for their own protectors. Glad I was here to stop a diplomatic incident from happening. You're welcome to the library, protectors. Like, Glow is going to...
It's a shame nothing happened.
Yeah.
A diplomatic incident would at least be interesting. Especially if your people are in the wrong.
Yes, well, next time tell them that you have been resurrected, and since the last time they had your file, so this won't happen. Lux, it is so good to see you again. You see, Glow extends her arms, saying, "May I hug you?"
My dearest, nice to see you again. And I will join the hug.
Okay. She, as she steps back after the hug, she's going to say, the library is not quite the same without you. I miss the days that we used to hang around here. I have to ask, for old time's sake, would you allow me to sit on you?
Of course, always. And I will become the most cherished form that is possible.
Okay. Well, yeah, like, basically that's the equivalent for you of getting on all fours. And, like, as she sits on you, she's going to say, you have changed a lot. Your back is much bonier than it used to be. But,
yeah,
it does bring back a lot of memories, doesn't it? And she's gonna get up again and say, all right, what have you come here to research?
I want to speak with
You want to speak with?
Continue.
An intelligent person, please.
Well, my name is Glow. I am...
You would be hard-pressed to find one.
Yeah.
Contemptuous as you are.
It seems that way.
I'm not corrupted by acid, so it is truthfully that I tell you I am very smart. I am in charge of the library and of escorting the people who wander its dangerous halls, and in charge of the classification. So, you may talk to me.
Is there someone else we can talk to as well?
I'm sure Lux could guide you around if you're dissatisfied with my presence.
I can show you. I know everything about this place. No, well, not everything, but I know a lot about this place.
Yes.
And you can also trust Glow. She's great. She also, like, she's an archivist, you know? Like,
yes, I search knowledge about leaving the planet.
Leaving the planet?
Yes.
Look to Glow.
Okay. I can certainly do this. It hasn't been performed very often, but Phobos and Deimos were excluded from the planet a long time ago. If you'd like to follow me, I will bring you to the correct aisle.
Also, do our people have colonies out there?
No, but it is safe to assume that since everything is sentient on Myriad, that there are sentient creatures on every other planet out there. It's just that their telepathic range might not be able to reach us. But I believe Setandra was able to commune with the entire cosmos. So.
But isn't the pursuit of the knowledge that is out there actually a great endeavor?
It is. That's
Yes.
why that's why we have the observatory at the very top of the library. We observe the stars out there, but there's knowledge to be found everywhere, not just by looking upwards.
That's true, but so far everyone searches assets in people or in objects here, but no one ever considers to looking, outside the box.
Well, you might want to talk to Lucy about this. She's another one.
That's what I thought.
Look, I found
Yeah.
the book you need.
Raumfahrtsysteme, okay.
Ja,
Is-
Einführung mit Übung und Lösung, 4. Auflage.
Sehr schön.
I know Raum is the void, so it's space. So it's a space book that you
Yeah.
just showed us. Okay.
Yeah, it's like space. It's a learning book about orbital mechanics and space travel,
Mhm.
engines
rock.
and shit.
Rocket ship and call it the Enterprise.
So, Glow brings you inside of the library. You can see this is a gigantic building that looks like it may be bigger on the inside than it would appear from the outside. It's the first floor houses a bunch of books, but the floors beyond this have like and you can see above it because the floors are made of glass. You're able to see batches of like frozen ice that are preserving very ancient books and ancient creatures, completely frozen in time, and so that they may not be disturbed unless they are consulted. You make your way to the second floor, where you're able to see that a group of researchers who are asking questions from an ancient tome that is very large start to have a problem as the book jumps and devours one of them, claiming knowledge can only be known for certain from by having it inside of you. Become one with me and obtain the knowledge you seek. And immediately you see multiple guards starting to fight the large grimoire to put it back into its cryo chamber, and protect the rest of the researchers. You get taken to a
Ashram would say to Lux, this is not a library or a university. This is a place of chaos and crazy.
This is indeed a place of chaos and crazy, but most libraries are, my friend.
Really?
Yes. I mean, we're giving our best to contain it, but if you have so many letters and try to keep them in order, that's very difficult. But I wonder what the bookworm has to say about it. I want to open my bag a little bit and let the bookworm look out, and let him have a look at this book that wants to be devoured, and ask him, hey, dude, would you want to eat that?
Oh, no. The book devoured a person and was trying to devour other people.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what was happening.
Oops. Okay, holy shit, it is indeed a place of crazy. Yeah, that happens sometimes, especially the old ones, you know? They get a little bit... That happens when, like, new research comes in, and they become, like, outdated and shit. Then they become, like, crazy seniles, like that one.
The bookworm is like peers out and is going to say, "This is knowledge that's only been validated by Cetantras. Only things agreed upon by the Council of Light can make their way in here. It's all propaganda. Wake me up when we're outside." And it retreats back inside of the bag.
Okay.
Okay, Glow takes you.
Such a weirdo.
Glow is actually going to take you to a large staircase and to this gigantic telescope at the top of the building, and she's going to say, "You can ask Telescope questions about astrology. It contains all of our knowledge of the stars, although we do have, backups elsewhere. It would be the best suited for your endeavors."
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Guard it well.
So yeah, the gigantic telescope. You can see that Halo was using it, and with the people from the caravan. And there's a blackboard upon which you see like a lot of writing. And when you enter the room with Glow, someone hurried up to flip the blackboard over so that so as not to reveal the everything that was on it. But everybody can make a perception check to see if they're able to spot some of the stuff on there before it gets hidden.
Let's go.
Okay.
Bam!
Man, Raven.
I see everything.
Is it gonna let me?
I'm cursed.
Yeah, you're cursed. Okay, Ashram, you're going to see basically arcs, circles that at first make you feel like this is the description of the range of telepathy, the tier of someone, but that is misleading. It is in fact the orbit of different planets and intense calculations that have to do with Phobos and Deimos. The Halo and his companions are doing some extensive research on the trajectory of Phobos and Deimos. Now, I would like for you to make an Arcana check to see if you're able to make a lot of sense of what you spotted. Yes. Okay. You're from what you observed, it seems that they were trying to calculate the precise point on Myriad that is calling to Phobos and Deimos, accounting for the rotation of Mars around the Sun and the rotation of Mars on itself. They're trying to find where the spell is coming from. Oh,
I didn't roll.
Oh,
Weiss,
yeah, no, Weiss rolled. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, only Ashram
sure.
could roll. Sorry. Okay, I revealed too much. Ashram, roll your. We're going to say you pass your. We're going to say you rolled the 17 that Weiss rolled, and it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, huh? Okay, I guess.
So.
I mean, yeah, you already said okay, yeah.
Yeah, I already gave out the information. So it's all,
Yes,
it's all
you
good.
did.
Yeah. I thought
We can just pretend we didn't hear anything. Let's just go with that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
they kind of retreat out of the room and let you talk. to the back of the room, where they're going to keep going their conversation. And you're able to talk with the telescope if you like.
Yes, please.
Okay. What do you say to it?
Greetings.
Hello.
May I have a conversation with you?
Affirmative.
Thank you very much. First, I have a question. Our race is truly a great one. We have so many faces, we have so many emotions, and yet we are limited on just this place. I do not understand. Why do we not have colonies out there? Why do we not spread our greatness into the cosmos? Why do we stay on this one place? I do not understand that.
Interstellar travel has been attempted through multiple means. The trees of Arbora grow ever taller in the hopes that they might one day reach other planets, and the infinite tower that stands above the School of Shadows is supposed to be able to link to the blue planet of our solar system. Unfortunately, an extreme loneliness comes with the emptiness of space. A loneliness that is terrible to endure for social creatures such as ourselves. Since we are made by the bonds we have to others, if we are too far from them, madness starts to encroach. Many who have tried to walk the path of the infinite tower have found themselves, those who've returned have described intense hallucinations and complete disorientation and an impossible to endure loneliness that forced them to turn back. One expedition was attempted in the year 253 with the theory that that enough creatures going up would be able to keep each other company. Yet it proved to be insufficient. The only none that have traveled out into the stars have ever come back, and that includes all 6 of the primordials, who legend says left Myriad through the infinite tower. Although this fact was never properly stored into the library, it is mere speculation that this is how they left the planet.
I see.
Fascinating.
Discouraging.
Yeah, sounds like it's really hard to do.
Well,
but it's a great vision you have there.
If there's a will, there's a way. I won't give up.
Have you
Would
other
you like
questions?
to? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. How can someone travel there? Leave? What needs to be done? I mean, you said there was an expedition, so
yes, the
those
expedition
people left. So what did they do to leave?
The expedition climbed the infinite tower above that stands above the city of Visage, the capital of the School of Darkness.
And that tower goes into space?
Yes, it is rumored to go on. Its name is the Infinite Tower, so it is believed to the Infinite Staircase. So it is believed to be able to reach many places in the cosmos. Although this has not been confirmed, the staircase itself is has its conscious stretched consciousness stretched out over such a vast distance that getting its attention and having a discussion with it is extremely difficult.
And who built it?
Um, it
Who built the Infinite Tower?
it is believed that primordial that one of the primordials, possibly the primordial of darkness, used a bit of their own essence, basically shattering themselves into to give birth to this creation. They didn't die in the process. The primordials were strong enough to split their souls into other objects, such like the runes of the schools, the 6 schools. This great library that you're standing in has a little bit of the essence of Lumnos, the primordial of light.
Because we see, we are traveling for maybe a week or two now, and on our travels, we met mostly. I don't know how to explain it. The first thing, well, we met Sintandra with memories. They were like zombie creatures lashing out for everything alive or people with memories. Then we found corrupted plants and creatures, mutations from acid. Then we found rebels who hate the Sintandra for empty promises and something like that, and swore they want to kill us or want to kill Sintandras and ambush them. And wherever we went, we met. I don't know how to explain. We met.
Please, I am a provider of knowledge.
Yes.
You're trying to give me knowledge instead of asking me a question. This
Well,
is not my role.
The question comes now. So with so much chaos and anarchy and things going on.
Chaos and anarchy are very different things. Anarchy is just is different from what you're describing. It is the lack of hierarchies and the inexistence of power structures, at least permanent ones.
Okay, then those bookworms were totally anarchists, and the Sintandra zombies and the plants and the accidents, they were pure chaos. So if something happens, and I hope we can prevent it, but if something happens to our home here, this planet, since we're not out there, since there are no colonies, we have only this place. If something happens, we're done for, right?
That is correct. If you're referring to the incoming asteroids, the Titans, Phobos, and Deimos, I can tell you that some of the greatest minds of the library have already sketched plans for how long it would take to try to evacuate the population of Myriad through the Infinite Tower. Unfortunately, at this stage, it would be too late to evacuate most creatures, but with a large enough exodus of creatures being pushed away from their homes, they might be able to keep them companionship with themselves long enough to reach at least one other planet.
Thank you. So the Infinite Tower is the way to leave. Okay.
It is one way that exists. It is possible other ways could be found.
Okay, thank you for that knowledge. That's what I wanted to know.
There is another alternative. Some creatures, including the portal by Master of the School of Shadows, known as Noma, are able to transport creatures to other places, although there are some restrictions on this. And multiple spells can be cast for instantaneous transportation, although none have been have crossed the distances that you're describing to reach other lands, other planets.
Can I ask you a question, Telescope, about
Affirmative.
this tower? So you say it stretches all the way from here to the blue planet, right? And I'm imagining in front of me a solar system with like the sun in the middle, and then blue planet going around, and then a little bit further out, us going around a little bit slower, you know?
That is.
Wouldn't that mean that the distance between the blue planet and our planet is always changing? How does this tower work? Because sometimes we would be really close together, and then at other times we would be on the other side of the sun.
Yes, it is. It is theorized that either the tower does not lead to the blue planet as rumored, or that the tower is able to stretch and bend.
Yes. If you can do that, then maybe the word tower isn't really fitting, isn't it? Maybe it's more like a rope.
A space elevator.
It's a space staircase, technically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not very accessible if you don't have legs in working conditions, unfortunately.
So does someone need permission to enter the tower to leave, or
No.
can anyone just walk in?
No, it is as easy to walk up the tower as it is to walk down to in order to enter Visage. It is not recommended, and a sign has been
Of course.
posted a couple of levels above the door in order to warn people of the possible madness that the climbing the tower could bring them.
Well, looks and Vice, I don't know about you, but I tell you this right now. If in the end these comets cannot be stopped, I know where I run to.
That's a very good point, actually.
I am not going down with the ship.
You didn't tell us about the notes on the blackboard of Halo and their friends, right? Okay. Yeah, I think this is a good option to keep in our minds, for sure.
I mean,
Like,
if it's a question of survival, I mean, I want to survive, you know? I mean, I cannot stop a comet.
maybe we can. That's what we're trying.
Well, I keep
Titans,
that option.
Man. Crazy Titans.
And I will make sure that Noma comes with me.
I'm sure she will.
No, I have to speak to her at some point. Because nightmares have to endure. A world without nightmares is a world I do not want to live in. So if she doesn't leave with me in case this planet goes down because of the comets, I don't know.
Have you other questions? I am on a strict schedule, as some planets are only visible. As some planets and stars are only visible at certain times, and it seems that the clergy of and the clergy of Beetlejuice has relinquished the rest of their time on the telescope to you, but their own time slot ends pretty soon. After which another team is going to enter this place and ask me questions.
I do have a question. Not to the telescope, I mean. Maybe they could answer. But what is the equivalent to the word tree in Mirror?
In Mirror?
Like the word tree? Yeah.
The Great Library. Do you mean the rune? The artifact of
the artifact.
It is the Great Library in which you are standing. This is the artifact, the rune of the School of Light. It is the object in which the essence of all of the headmasters have been sealed, in which they've placed their souls upon their death.
Okay.
That's why it's spooky and crazy chaotic in here, even if even if Glow is around, trying her
That's
best to
what-
clean up behind everybody.
Books trying
That's
to
what
eat
I wasn't sure about.
books trying to eat people. Yeah, that's a little bit crazy stuff.
I mean, when you read a book, don't you just like assimilate the knowledge they hold? So maybe it is fair that they assimilate you in return.
Well, if you want to be eaten by a book, go ahead. Be my guest. I don't.
I have too
I
many
guess
things
knowledge-
to do to be eaten today.
Yep, that's what I thought.
I guess knowledge has the nice property of not really costing anything to duplicate.
I
Right?
mean, classes.
Yes.
We saw it right in front of our eyes. A guy getting
Yeah.
eaten, but yeah, we just saw it. A guy getting eaten.
Yeah, we walked past.
I mean, knowledge doesn't seem too free now that I have seen that. It looks like it has a cost.
Man, one day there was this whole chaos with like old scrolls who were trying to like roll other people in them, and we had this whole room full of people who were like stuck in these rolls for 2 weeks, and we fed them through tubes until we found somebody who could open them again.
What I find surprising as well is, I mean, I know Lux for a time now, and he's a very emotional person. He's very about joy, happiness, and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
here, Justice in Tundra was swallowed by a book.
It was not a Sitantra. If the book had swallowed the Sitantra, it would have all 6 elements, and it would be a Sitantra itself. It was just like another creature, like light elemental.
Okay. But yeah, people, they seem not to care much at all that someone was eaten.
No, that caused quite a bit of panic, and the guards had
it did?
Yeah. It's just that like it's the sort of things that happens. That's why and it's Glow's duty to like escort people through here, make sure that these incidents don't happen too often.
Too often, yeah. So yeah, quite an interesting home you have here, Lux. That's very.
Yeah, man, boring. I told you.
Yeah.
I told you it never gets boring, even if you're inside the same walls all the time.
Mm.
And I guess, hey, we're here for a while. I'm sure we can come back around. I have some friends here that I can show you. There's some more books about the stars that I like.
Yeah. Yeah,
and none of them is that hungry, you know, like
you
they're
said,
not really into
you have friends here. Yes, I can see it.
Have you other questions for me?
Oh, you are still here.
Affirmative. I do not move from this place.
No, I think I don't want to let the Beetlejuice congregation wait.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Should we call it a day and find a place to rest?
Sure.
Well, I mean, it's never going to get dark anyways, but you know.
Sounds like a good idea, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do that.
All right.
Oh, is there something I can ask Chloe, actually?
Yes.
I have actually some. I mean, you people here seem really into researching stuff.
Yes.
And I actually have some things you might have an interest in researching, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes out the one vial with the acid plant in it.
Okay.
He collected in Bastion.
Yeah. Glow is going to say, we've had captured specimens before, and we have studied their lies. It's proven to be the only information that can never be trusted.
Oh, God damn it!
What do you expect to obtain from?
Mm, I am. I have. I have knowledge about poisons. You see, and that knowledge gave me the insight to know that to immunize, I don't know the word, yeah, to make yourself immune or resistant to a poison, you have to study it to, or I don't know how I can explain it in English. Let's say if you are sick
Yeah.
and
You want to like a vaccine. You inject a little bit of it in
yes,
order
to gain
to build up a resistance.
exactly, yes.
Cool. That concept doesn't exist as much with Citantras, and Glow is going to tell you, well, it seems to be more the opposite that happens.
Hmm.
This is happening while you're leaving. You can see the research, like as the doors close, the researchers hurry back to the telescope, and the congregation of Beetlejuice ask it more questions. You so yeah, Glow is going to tell you, we have so we have realized that a lot of researchers of the School of Light try to find who is corrupted by acid by asking a lot of questions and then checking those facts. Unfortunately, if you have already lied about something and you're asked, "Have you lied before?" and then you, in order to lie about this other different subject, you need to you need to create another bond of acid. So it would appear that the choice of the people who already have acid inside of them is either to get more acid bonds in order to keep hiding the secret and get closer to acid, or to reveal themselves and be well, imprisoned in the labyrinth of night. It it seems that the system that we've been using for a little while has actually made things worse and gotten more people to corrupt themselves in order to protect their identity. And
A very interesting and dangerous point of view, I might say.
yes, unfortunately,
Mm,
dealing with uh, acid in a logical way
yeah.
has seemed to not work as well as, just
Mhm.
enduring it like the School of Earth is doing, fighting
Or the
back.
School of. Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so interesting, Glow, that you are we about to experience a big shift in methods then? If that's the situation, that we know now that this like way of inquiry doesn't really yield results and at the same time makes the problem worse.
No, because the School of Light is barely holding its territories together as it is. There's a lot of creatures that are questioning the symbiosis
Mm.
outside of these walls, as you've seen. And
Yeah.
when we told Deus about this conclusion we'd reached, Deus analyzed the problem and realized that if we stopped doing what we do at the gates of the city, then a lot of Myriadians would freak out, because we'd be admitting that our security that we've been using for centuries has actually been making things worse. So no, in order to keep up appearances and keep Mirror from
Mm.
being destroyed,
Completely.
we're keeping our usual ways of checking for acid.
And And I assume that you are part of the work group that is trying to find a solution for it, right?
A solution has been found. Unfortunately, it is hard to implement. It is the security that you saw outside of this place. It does not ask questions that would force someone to corrupt themselves more, but it allows researchers to compare someone's tier with previous instances of that tier. Unfortunately, it has also had some false negatives. For example, last year we had an hourglass that had befriended Sand, a beach, a long time ago, but they had a falling out. Their bond broke. Their relationship was no more, and then they rekindled their relationship, but with a different element, which means that when the hourglass presented itself once again to the library, it had a different element related to its relationship with the beach, and well, it got shattered despite not being corrupted by acid. We were actually lucky to have found this out because, well, we took the time to interrogate the fragments of that hourglass before it was thrown into the labyrinth of the night. But yes, it's another method, but it's not necessarily better.
But then I
Sounds
ask
like it, eh?
yeah. But
It's
then
not
I ask
perfect.
myself, why does the most powerful of us and the most wise not act? He's sitting here in his palace and doing nothing. I mean, he should be able to help if he wanted to.
Do you mean the
And he's
headmaster?
no, the prince. He's the most powerful of us. No.
They're the most powerful.
Yeah.
The prince does seem to be acting. It's, well, no one really knows how to reach the ultimate sentiment, so we're assuming that whatever actions they're performing is an attempt to reach the ultimate sentiment. So they are, in fact, doing all they can. Under that logic.
Have you ever asked yourself if the ultimate sentiment we all search for so desperately was actually found by the primordials out there?
It could have, but, well, we don't know if there's a better chance of getting it out there than on this planet. Since the primordials never returned, it is kind of like being shattered. It's an existence that ceases. So most people don't try it.
So you think, but the primordials prove otherwise.
No,
Their
I think
their existence
I think they
is still there.
I think they might have, but they never expressed having reached the ultimate sentiment in all of their existence. So when they were here, as far as we know.
But they haven't gone mad and they haven't ceased to exist, and they're not here. They're out there. So there must be a way
Four of them
for
can
our people.
Four of them can
Yeah.
still be contacted, but they were beings of tremendous power. Whatever they accomplish might not be feasible by people like us. Okay. And
Yeah.
as you're walking through the corridors of the Great Library, you're going to spot the prince, who is actually going to see you and wave at you. And that's where we're going to end it. That's where we're going to end today's game session. Thanks to
Why is what's going on?
thank
Crazy
you,
spin
everyone.
in the end.
This was a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope to see you all next week for more of this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hope so.
I'm gonna tell my wife that she can speak again. But then I want to talk to you about if your suspects, if you have anybody that you suspect more than the others.
Well, I mean, Ashram suspects Whisper totally.
No, of being the ones who are drawing the Titans back to.
What I don't get about the Titans is why were they exiled?
Oh,
Yeah,
they were
why are
corrupted
they-
by acid.
Okay.
Price.
Basically, they can lie, so that's why.
They were basically some of the first creatures after like to be corrupted by acid, and legend says that Satantra just like flung them into space.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching the whole video. Please like and share and subscribe so that I can keep making content like this. Also, please consider having a look at my other channel. I upload new games for my campaigns weekly, and I do regular Game Master tips and monthly tabletop role-playing games reviews on the other channel. Thank you all for your support, and have a great day!